Hailing back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant cause you ain't following up. One thing.
What up, everybody? And today is Sunday, February 26, 2023. Here on the 2 Month Show, it's always real talk by real people, and I'm your host, MT. With me is my co-host,
Mr. Jones, a.k.a. Sam Jones, one half of the Stuntastics. We do our own stunts. And down below to the Flizzo.
And you already know, coming back in with the backhand fucking French point. Goose the truth, also done so for today's show.
Bars.
It's a feedback. I can hear feedback like every time we talk.
Interesting, because I don't hear it at all. It sounds perfect over here. But
I'm about to say, do you have any headphones?
Mm-mm.
That's why.
Oh.
Well, usually when I use my laptop, I really don't use hear feedback, and I don't hear feedback on my side. But if you hear it somewhere, but anyway,
it so does so. They don't know about that level.
They don't. How about ain't gonna lie to you? They don't know about actually Richardson felonies like Bill Bellamy, but
see, like with 6 felonies.
Yeah. All right, well, today's show, first off, how have you all been? That's to the audience out there. We did miss last week, but we just wanted to give y'all a quick show, man, just to go over some topics and everything. NBA All-Star Weekend, talk about some new shows that's gotten started, as well as finally get into BMF. And also, we're going to go ahead and get into some new music as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and get it started. So first off, breaking news. In the sports world, Padres, they trying to make sure they keep that possible championship team together. So just extended Manny Machado. He has an 11-year, $350 million contract. In total, that's 15 years, $470 million in earnings with the San Diego Padres.
Damn.
Yep. They still got Juan Soto, and they still have Tatis, who's expected back. They said, I think, around May or June. So once they get him out there, it's gonna be something.
Yeah, I mean, they could be a 100-win team, but is they built to win the series? It's a lot of money invested in the player.
I mean, but most people actually invest in players, and then if you talk about that field, I mean, like, one player can actually change a whole team.
Possibly. It's all about pitching. You gotta have good pitching.
We've seen it before.
Yeah, but we also see like Barry Bonds have these legendary series and ain't win shit.
But also we've seen who was the pitcher that went to the Nationals maybe about 3-4 years ago, and they won. Did they win?
Yeah, that's why I say you need pitching.
Yeah, so they won like what was it, like 3-4 years ago?
Nationals?
Yeah, 2019.
Yeah. All right, so a little bit before, but I mean we've seen it happen before, so we can't say it's not possible.
Yeah. Well, on another note, I want to spend 2 minutes about this. How did Eric Bieniemy end up becoming the offensive coordinator of the Commanders?
Well, he's the assistant coach as well, so it's sort of a promotion. He's the assistant head coach.
And bring up criticism, okay? I don't talk
about not bringing up criticism. I'm just like,
shit, okay?
No, I get why he made the move, because I think I'm about to finally pull the trigger and get rid of Ron Rivera like mid-season or something. He gonna be our next head coach.
Okay.
They gonna give him a shot.
I really don't see it, but I'm interested.
I can see it. But then again, I mean, like, he had to get under the Chiefs' wing. They wouldn't give him no credit for shit. So it is what it is.
What else was that happened at NFL other than the coaches? Besides the Commanders, Washington football team, Redskins, and all that stuff.
This guy 1,000 nicknames. But
Right? I had to throw it in there.
all right, let's get to these TV shows though. What y'all been watching?
So we just gonna skip NBA All Star Weekend?
Dang, that's what we doing?
That shit was ass.
No, first of all,
what's up, Tate?
look,
Who gave a fuck about the NBA All Star game? All right, Tatum broke the record, 55 points. The most open shots in history.
Well, nobody don't give a fuck about that game.
At least play rec league ball. At least play
that
rec
wasn't coming
league
in
ball.
with the same energy though. That was hilarious.
Yeah. No, I mean the game itself was ass. I'm just talking about the weekend in general. Like, what did y'all think? Like, do they just need to scrap the entire weekend?
No, Saturday was cool. Saturday was cool. Like, Dame hit the, shot to win, the last shot to win it. Matt McClung had a decent dunk contest.
I mean, I get where MT is going through. Now, the dunk contest came from a known high flyer dunker.
Oh, yes, it's high school.
And just him getting that, I mean, I thought that was actually outstanding. And word to, so that way it doesn't seem bracy. Word to, what's my man name, the comedian? Damn, I can't think of his name, but anyway, but he said, he was like, oh, we're back. We're back in the building. We beat y'all. Y'all ain't shit. And they actually won, which is great. So it gave like a new look of the dunk contest. Because I seen a couple of players what they did and it was ass. I was like, bro, you know what? It was this one guy. He ran with the ball and then started for 2-3 feet away and then hang this rim in there, hang his arm in there. And then opened a note and it said 5.0. I was like, how? No back off the backboard, no, between the legs, no rocking curry, nothing. But how? But you know what? Shout out to what is it? Big Chuck?
McClung?
Yeah, that dude just got signed to do the dunk contest. That's literally got signed to do. He better win that shit. He got a 10-day contract just to do that.
By real people. I'm about to say that's actually on the up and up. And then for him actually getting that, I really respect that shit.
I thought he was in the G League. Oh, you talking about he got signed to a 10-day contract to the okay. Yeah, he got signed to the team for 10 days.
Yeah, he got signed just to do dunk contest by 76ers.
But but that is embarrassing to the NBA that a G Leaguer had to come in and save the dunk contest. But I digress.
That's what they needed. So next year it can be better.
Look, I ain't even trying to go on a LeBron rant, but we know why it's like that today.
Oh, of course. There's no star power. And that's what you have to go through, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What you mean, as far as what? Him not making the playoffs again?
Nah, just back in the day when he was first couple of years, everybody wanted him to do the dunk contest.
Yeah, Jordan did it, Kobe did it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did it.
Dominique did it, Kemp did it. Everybody did it that was a dunker.
He still got a couple of years, and I ain't even gonna lie to you, if he keep himself up.
Vince did it, McGrady did it.
He doesn't do it, I will have some hate. Just to be honest.
Yeah, and then he would do these pregame dunks that look like dunk contest dunks. It was crazy that he didn't do one though.
Mm-hmm.
I know the first time he didn't do it as a rookie because he thought he should have been on All-Star game. He didn't get voted in. But by the time he got Miami, he could at least did one.
Yeah, I agree.
But then again, like John Moran, I did, man. Make $1 million dunk off.
Pretty much at this point.
Longevity, though. Do you really want to win the dunk contest, or do you want to actually make achievements? I mean, I granted that you said great names, that done it, but it's just
it's one night.
I was about to say,
Which
I'm about to
it's
say it's one night just to have fun. I mean, it's
but
just something historic.
any night can be a failure though. We know that through life.
So
You go
what? People don't
one
remember
night.
that shit like that. Unless it's like all time bad, like you like Birdman.
Because look at that, like Kobe, like why he didn't really want to do it.
Nah, Kobe won.
Kobe
What you
did.
come up on?
No. That was his
Kobe was the injury replacement for Allen Iverson though, so he was actually got voted in by the fans to be the replacement. Allen Iverson supposed to be in the '96 joint.
But with that before, he didn't want to do it just because of longevity.
No, because he wasn't in the All-Star game. He was doing the same thing LeBron did. Well, before LeBron, he wasn't in the All-Star game, so he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, he got it out the way in '97, but he did it.
I mean, we all know that. I'm about to say whole time.
That was a terrible dunk contest, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That shit was terrible. But yeah.
I mean, the best dunk contest was like for real. Like recently, it was like what was that? Zach LaVine and
Aaron Gordon.
You said who?
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, that was the last best dunk contest that we ever seen. I would say within that 10 years.
I mean, as far as back and forth, I would say that it's probably one of the best. It's the best you've seen since like George versus Dominique, some shit like that.
I said 10 years.
Nah, I think the one with Vince Carter when he threw his arm in the rim. I think that.
That was a one-man performance. There was nobody fucking with him that night.
10
Nah,
years.
Tracy McGrady, bro.
I'm not gonna say
Tracy McGrady.
And Steve
He went from everything Vince did was a 50. Phenomenal, smooth, with grace. I remember the first dunk, that little 360 windmill. But yeah.
I mean, like he opened up a new breed of dunking. If I'm not,
But people sleep on Jason Richardson too.
Yeah.
Him and Desmond Mason had a hell of a back and forth.
Yeah, the Jason Richardson one was decent.
I think that actually when they start implementing like dunk packages into 2K with Jason Richardson.
It's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
He was a beast. But nah, man, let's get to these TV shows, though. What y'all been watching, though? I done watched like everything this week.
I'm about to say I watched everything. Godfather of Harlem. I watched BMF.
What it do, man?
What's going on, Josh? Thank you all.
Hey, I think they fired us, man. We got furlough, man.
Look, first of all, we
this
had to
was
get the payment.
impromptu.
Oh, that's what it was. So like the pay wasn't going there. It was like we don't know if we can go ahead and pay you out this week. It's like that.
They was just burning us up. They gave us last week off, vacation. They just burning us to fire, man. The layoffs are coming, Tay. You gotta watch our back.
Hey, listen, man, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, we had to make, you know what I'm saying, some changes. We had to make some
doing that fake
cuts.
HR talk. Doing that fake HR talk.
No, I'm saying it's like exactly.
It's like Big Mouth on Netflix. We going through changes.
Yeah.
So what's the topic? Sorry, guys, for being late. I didn't get a link. From somebody, but I'm not gonna say.
Nah, it's all good, man. Nah, we covered the All-Star.
Okay, sir. It sounds like
we covered the we covered All-Star Weekend. Now we just talking about shows, man. Just trying to get everybody, I guess, talk about the shows that we've been watching, our thoughts and everything. So I guess here's what we'll do. Since it's already been on, how y'all feel about BMF and like where it's going this season?
Next season better be a goddamn action fest because this season has been going slow as shit lately.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that they're gonna go like in and out and then actually draw it out? Because like they didn't really stay in Atlanta. So you think they're gonna actually show the staple in Atlanta and then make them branch out?
Yeah, 50 already said that
they
got the okay from Stars that they're doing a BMF universe. Same way they did with Power.
So you probably gonna see White Boy Rick. Probably
That'd be
gonna see
dope. That I'm interested in.
Maserati Rick. You probably see him. I don't know.
Well, I don't really care about seeing all of that. I just want to see. I pretty much just want to see how they expanded in Atlanta, the way they was living down there, and then you could give me a little bit of Terry in California. They could keep the rest of that shit.
Yeah, they're gonna set it up for next season. They will set it up for next season. But yeah, it hasn't been like that much action though.
Yeah,
But I'm trying to tell you the formula though. If you want a great black gangster TV show, get a British nigga. I tell you, that's all you gotta do.
nah,
Nah, real
British
talk.
is always the like
Lamar
the
by
greatest
far,
TV
acting
show,
wise, been carrying that shit.
man.
So
Funny
not
is
the
when I
only
found
one.
out Stringer Bell was British. I don't know why.
That's who
Like I
started
saw
it.
an interview, I'm like, this is British.
That's who started it.
That shit fucked me up so hard. I was just young. There's no way. I mean, like before then, you had damn, is his name Daniel or something from Snowfall?
oh,
His
you talking
acting.
Yeah,
about
he's
dude?
British
Oh,
too.
Daniel. I
He's
know who
British
you're
too.
talking
His
about.
name
Daniel.
Daniel was son or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So with
I'll
that
tell you
being
what his
said,
name is.
it's hilarious. It's just like who would have fathomed that these guys are taking over the industry? And you know what's hilarious? Even with that on both sides, give or take either hip hop or either acting, usually we go there to increase our streams and revenue and then try to get it implemented in the US. But it's a larger market on their side. So it seemed like they just joined the bandwagon. It's like, you know what? I've been watching y'all show. Let me go ahead and go walk over there with my I can't even do the accent right now because I'm a little bit sedated. But it's hilarious how they coming over here and actually taking the market in the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Damson
The
Idris
USA is the
is
biggest
his
TV
name.
market in the world.
Yeah.
Say it again.
USA is the biggest TV market in the world. Maybe
Yeah.
China. You probably can make an argument for China, but USA is.
I think it's China. I'm gonna say that's why
Not
it's heavy.
USA because USA mass produce everybody. Everybody like influenced by TV shows.
That's
But
true.
they still playing like Family Matters, Step by Step reruns in China. They love it, like the old TV show.
That's
Yeah, that
true.
is true.
How's that Godfather of Harlem though?
After you get past the Tubi version of Malcolm X, it's actually pretty good.
Hey bro, wait, hey bro, you wrong for
Nah, for real, bro. But nah, overall it's good though, man. No complaints. I like I like how they really focusing on Bumpy, and I like how I guess like the transition. So like now we're at a point in the show where he doesn't want to work with the Italians at all. And so he pretty much like when they went behind his back and basically cut him out from the plug, now he about to start learning about cocaine and he about to start moving that instead of heroin.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, one of his people had
that.
like
Okay.
introduced him to it and was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is probably what we can do and we'll have our own lane. And like he's teaming up with this guy that's from Cuba who got like the CIA in his pocket and like they
Mhm.
wanted him to like give up information on Malcolm X so like they could get closer to him to try to kill him and he was like nah, he actually went and dug up information on one of the CIA people and was like yeah, if you don't want me to go to the media and all that, like I suggest you back off with me I suggest that you back off with me or asking me or pressing me to give you information on Malcolm because he was like, I don't turn on any of my friends. Like I'm loyal. So yeah, so you see Bumpy a real stand up dude.
That's dope.
Okay. Only thing I've been watching is Last of Us for the most
Yeah,
part.
Last of Us best show on TV right now.
Yeah.
Last of Us is fire right now.
I know a lot of people don't like the end of the world type TV show.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna say I don't like it. I like it's cool. Like no issues with it. It's just one of those like I just feel like you gotta be glued to the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to put your phone down, get rid of all distractions to like understand. But from the couple episodes that I saw now, it was definitely good. Good visuals and everything.
Okay. All right.
I mean, video game wise, it is like the best
Yeah.
story. I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
that's it's probably the best video game TV based on a TV show. TV show based on a video
Yeah.
game.
Oh, by
That'll be the
far,
best.
like
I can't
adaptation.
think of anyone that's. Can you think of anything close? I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm forgetting somebody.
The closest it gets to
Nah,
The
it is.
Witcher, I would say.
Yeah, The Witcher is
You on mute, Zeus?
second close. You on mute, Zeus.
I was say The Witcher, but the whole time The Witcher's number 2.
Yeah, Witcher's number 2. Last of Us, best one.
Yeah, but the only thing about the Witch is that they keep losing their lead actors and actresses.
Mm.
Need to tighten up on that production team.
I mean,
Well,
You gotta get people locked in contracts. That's the only way to get around it.
the one thing that The Witcher is missing is an antagonist or somebody else to expand the show. So it's not really working out for them. If that makes sense.
The Witcher is cool.
Like we watch we have Lamar. You know, we watched The Last of Us. You know, we have a different character, which is crazy, you know, as in the game goes, that we appreciate and love. The Witcher really doesn't have that. And if they get that, they can probably maybe expand it a little bit.
yeah, but the expansion thing gonna be out the window now because Harry Carvel is out of it.
Oh, the main character?
Yeah,
he gone,
remember
bro.
he's supposed to be Superman, and then they canceled the whole project.
Yeah.
He literally took that whole.
I was
gen
just getting
off
ready to
to do
ask. He
that.
look familiar. I ain't want to be that person to say, you know, all white people look alike. I thought I saw him in something else.
And
Look
he low
at
key racist.
There's niggertry in the building.
That's
Because
racist. This black supremacy. I don't know about this black privilege. He's speaking of.
Yeah, 'cause they gave his part to they gave his part to Jesus face Chris Hemsworth's brother.
Okay.
Same dude. They look just like
Pretty much.
it's like Paul Walker and his brother.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But it's probably
Nah.
Forrest
They
Whitaker.
need to end that joint. They need to end that Fast Furious shit. They need to end that ASAP. I don't care if it is Fast 10. End
Yeah,
it.
it's wild they're making another one.
What are they in? What is this? Number 10, 11? What is this?
10.
There's too many.
So you know it's gonna be super over the top.
Yep.
Oh, of course. Well,
Bro, they might have got no Fast and Furious in space, bro. You know what I mean?
Stop
true.
it.
They
Ain't nothing saying
yeah,
that.
they driving, the Mars rover. You know what I mean? Doing tricks.
I
Might as
I
well
was
go
about to
for
say.
it. Go all
Y'all
I
out.
was about to say.
Y'all see the code to rock spat too.
Hey, listen. Every successful franchise has to go out in space. Okay. Leprechaun did it. You know what I'm saying? Jason did it. Yeah, Jason
Leprechaun
did
was
it.
pretty trash, though. Leprechaun in the Hood might be one of the worst sequels of all time.
No matter. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Terrible.
all the
That
successful
was-
ones.
That's the Walmart 99-cent DVD bin. That's
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, they came out in the '90s
Going
too,
to
huh?
space with Jason X.
You said what?
Mhm.
Say again.
Jason X was trash. Jason X was trash.
Both of them in the 99-cent bin. Don't matter.
99-cent Walmart bin. They get that movie away free with any purchase. That's how bad that movie was.
Hey, you want to buy this with a Slurpee?
Buy
Yeah,
You go ahead and buy some Tic Tacs. Hey man, you want this?
Damn, man. Y'all terrible, man.
$2.99.
Hey, man, they tried, okay? They tried to expand their horizons.
Well, they need to stay in the horizon because
Everybody involved in that idea in that movie should get felony charges. That's how bad that movie was. Hey,
I didn't lie to you. For real, I really want to pick an argument because this shit is a little bit dry, so I want to pick it up. So I was talking about movies, and before I got on, and I know you guys are more movie guys, right? Now I don't
Mhm.
know if you really want to dabble into this, and then MT, you can cut me off. You can tell me shut the fuck up. I understand it. You can put me on mute. But DC or Marvel, right?
Mm.
That's the
For
future.
what? As
Nah,
far as what?
It's Marvel now.
both
It's
of them
Marvel,
ass
bro.
right now. Both of them ass right
Phase
now.
four
If you
was
ask me,
Yes,
trash for the
MP.
most part.
You know
Yes,
both
what?
of
talk
them
to
are
See,
the
I,
ass.
truth,
I don't
SP.
think
I would say DC got a
if
more promising
I
future
don't
with
I
the
don't respect.
Batman.
Both of them are ass right now.
Both of them my ass.
I haven't
What?
seen any.
You
I
saying
haven't.
that too?
The only
Nah,
thing that
Phase
I've
four was
seen
trash,
that's
bro.
been worth talking about, what was it? Black Adam. That was probably the last one. All the rest of this
And that
bullshit they
shit
keep
blew the
coming out
fuck
with.
out of me.
And
That
Yeah,
shit
and that
dragged ass.
and that
yeah.
shit was ass. To be honest with you,
No,
That
that shit
I
was
would say
cool.
Batman was the best DC film that came out.
But I don't count that. I don't
Batman
count
by
it.
far.
I don't.
Like Batman's light years.
Yeah, but I don't count the Batman in the DC like in that market. I don't count. I count that as a whole separate entity.
Why is that?
Even though it's DC
Batman's the
Comics,
last good DC film.
yeah, even though it's a DC
It's the last
comic, I
good
don't count it
Marvel
as like
film.
in the DC universe because they would have said DC universe with that. They put in a whole
Mm,
separate timeline.
okay.
I hate the
Well,
fact that universes exist.
let me go
Why?
to
It's
DC.
good. It's good when you're able to connect the dots. Like the whole Conjuring universe, that shit is fire.
That shit
I
just
mean, but
dragged.
what universes it been a thing though? Like it was comics, so like it was always
Yeah.
a point to where certain, I guess, superheroes or whatever it was, like will live in this type of world. Actually, we've seen it with movies.
Hmm.
We'll go into that later. A lot of movies actually conjured in the same world
Okay, I like
from
to
the
play on words. I like
quote
to play
unquote.
on words. Say that shit again. Say it again. Say it again.
I don't know what I said. I was just fun. But anyway, but certain movies actually
Don't
conjured
fall for MC Trap Card.
in
If
the
you ever
same
go
world.
to Yu-Gi-Oh,
You
don't
know what I'm
fall
saying?
for his trap card.
But with that being said, it comes to my argument now: DC versus Marvel.
Uh-huh.
DC
I was
DC got a
arguing
bright
with my close friends, and
Uh-huh.
I like Iron Man. Like I'm a Marvel fanatic. You know?
Mhm.
So with that being said, like, who do you think is better? I mean, if we really had
Are
to
you
go
talking about? Are you talking about overall of recent
You
times,
better
like
not
the
compare
last couple of
Batman
years?
to Iron Man.
overall,
You reaching.
You talking about
Batman.
overall?
MCU.
If you're going to do
Overall is
overall,
MCU.
Marvel got
Cut
it.
you off.
Marvel.
Yeah,
Batman.
If you do overall, Marvel got it.
I'm about to say yeah. If you're talking about overall, Marvel got it. Huh?
You got to say Marvel. They've been more consistent.
Yeah,
Oh,
Marvel has been more consistent, but I think
DC
I'm
got a
just
lot of misses. They got a
yeah.
lot of
And I'm
misses.
gonna tell you
I
right,
would
and
say as far as
DC,
movies, yes. TV
and
shows,
and I'm gonna
DC way better.
and I'm gonna tell you right now
Yeah,
too,
we're gonna have
DC.
Flash for like 10 seasons with 30
Exactly.
episodes a season. Come on, bro.
Yeah, and nah, but I was gonna say this too. I'm gonna tell you right now, as
yeah,
far as
I had Green
DC,
Arrow. That was hot.
yeah, DC might have a miss with this new Joker movie because they talking about it's gonna be almost
A
like a
musical. Yeah.
musical. Yeah, that I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit right there, I'm probably not even gonna watch it.
Oh, they going with the music? Yeah, I might. That might go straight to. Yeah, I might
Yeah,
pass on that one if it's a music. Musicals don't intrigue me. Sorry,
I'm
but
not gonna judge it until I see a preview.
I agree with you.
you
Yeah,
going to the
I'm like
movies
the
on
same thing.
purpose to see a musical? Yeah, man.
I
No,
guess
no,
that's
I'm saying in
I
what
general.
see
That's
Dream
what I'm saying.
Girls
Because
in the
falling
theaters.
down
Like,
the
what's
aisle.
wrong with showing musicals?
So you saw a musical in it? What's the last musical you saw?
It's like, yeah, you
The
got to make it a
Aretha
musical.
Franklin joint?
that's not a musical.
that's not a
That
music. That's
wasn't
a
a musical.
biopic.
Nah, I
That's
wasn't a
not a
music.
music. That's a
That's a
But
bio.
you know,
biopic.
I think about it,
Man,
like, what is the last musical that
this
came
stuff
out?
I'm talking about.
What is the last
The
musical that
last
came out?
musical. The
That's
last
what
musical I know
Showgirls.
about. No, no, no.
Rent,
The last musical was La La Land.
Showgirls.
That was
What?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm
La La
joking.
Land.
It was a joke, MC.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
mean,
a
great
troller.
movie by the way. Great movie. You know.
yeah, no. It
It
was
was a
a La
troll.
La.
It was a troll.
Was it La Land? La La Land was the last
La La
movie.
Land was overrated though. It shouldn't get
That shit
I
was
ain't watched
getting
that shit.
I watched it because it got nominated. They start saying
Yeah,
like, "Oh
I
my god!"
shouldn't have
I
watched
know
like
this.
all the nominated movies eventually, just to see why the fuck they
Yeah, I
were
try
not.
to watch the nominated movies.
Yeah,
Sometimes you miss good movies. Yeah,
but
sometimes you miss good movies.
last year, Top Gun just took it over to me. Top Gun was
Yeah, Top Gun and
Yeah,
yeah.
exceptional.
Top Gun and Batman, two best
with two
movies.
best movies.
But now back to this Iron Man versus Batman. Where you reaching at?
Yeah, I was the whole time. I was like, you know what? I was gonna let you go ahead and venture off, but it's okay. We came back full
Iron
circle.
Man versus Batman. Are you talking about the totality of the movies?
No,
Batman won
we can do
by
movies
far.
and
Yeah.
Not even
comics.
close.
I mean, let me know what you want.
Comics too. It's not close. Especially comics. I told you, Iron Man was mid tier in the comics. He wasn't even thought of in the 70s like that.
Yeah, Iron Man wasn't that popular a character.
That's
The
70.
movie made him bigger than what he is.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
He
gonna let
movie
wasn't.
you guys
made
know.
Iron
Robert,
Man.
The
yeah,
Robert,
movie
I was
made
about to
him
say, yeah,
bigger
Robert
than he is.
Downey Jr. did wonders for the
Yeah, the
Iron Man
movie made him
character.
better. He was like in the middle of the pack. If you look at just the comedy, he's like middle. He's not the worst. He's not the best. He's like in the middle. That's what he was in Marvel. He's like in the
Movie
middle.
wise, writers made him like that. But I mean, like, we can even
But
use
Iron Man
movies.
sequels wasn't that
How about
good
you?
though. The first one, I give you the first
Fuck,
one. Second and
wrong with
third
that?
one, nah, bro.
And what
Second
you
and third
think?
one wasn't that good, bro.
I feel like, all right, think about your man Batman.
What about him?
Regular ass guy. I ain't gonna use the N word. Regular guy, right? You know, he can fight. You know, but he has to make a suit with Teflon. You know, so that way he could.
But can you say the same thing with Tony Stark with his gadgets, his technology,
smartest man
giving
ever.
us advantage?
I mean,
Batman.
You can make
Yeah,
the same argument
he
for
was
either
smart as
side.
that,
yeah.
but I mean, it's okay because
Iron Man is
Batman
not
would have
beating the
been
Avengers by himself.
what was
Okay.
no technology was, but he doesn't even know what that is. It's like a fragment of his imagination, but it's okay.
Batman beat the
Well,
Justice League by himself. Iron Man would never
You
beat them.
said what? Batman beat the who?
He beat the Justice League by himself.
this is true, by the way.
That is
Iron
true.
Man did the same thing.
This is true. He outsmarted him.
Yeah.
Iron Man did the
Iron
same thing.
Man ain't doing that to the Avengers.
Yes, he did.
Hulk is smarter than Iron Man.
Yes. He
Okay, I will give
He's
you
gonna
that.
be
Come
Thor,
on, man.
a god. He's
If
gonna be Thor, a god.
the
Come
whole
on, son.
time Iron
Look,
Man
Tony's cool
made
as
the
shit
same
too.
contingency
He's
plan,
cool on
he could have
film.
been.
He's not fucking with Batman in any category.
Batman got better movies in my
So
opinion.
Batman has to actually
Movies, music, games. Where you want to go?
Music, games, comic
Animated
books.
series.
Guys, where you
and
I'm
at,
like
nigga?
sorry, Batman is light years ahead of Iron Man. You're thinking about the movie, but the comic book, Iron Man was like middle of the pack, bro.
We're
I keep
talking about
telling people this. He's like middle of the pack.
first
He wasn't the
detective,
worst or the best. Yeah.
the world's first detective.
all right. So what about the symbiote armor?
Huh?
If we want to talk about gadgets. All right. Now, if anything, Batman got hands. I give him that. Right?
Yeah.
Now, if we want to talk about suits, let's talk about the symbiote armor. Or let's talk about God Iron Man. Or let's talk about everything that he improved. See, like with Batman, you know, he it's like trial and error. So it's like, you know, he goes in, he gets his ass whooped, he stays in the lab, recover, because he a regular ass nigga. But I understand. But
So Iron Man don't do the same. Iron Man outside of that suit, he a regular dude, bro.
I hear he is.
True.
The whole time.
Outside of the suit,
Iron
he a
Man
regular
living
dude,
out
bro.
that
both of them niggas are playboys, man. At the end of the day, with them
How many
suits on.
times
They very similar in character wise, sort of similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
when you say on site, Iron Man is on site. Batman is like, I'll catch you later.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about
Nah.
that. I don't know
Iron
about
Man
that.
is the nigga that be in the club and shit and
Come
like,
on,
yeah, I'm
man.
about to go to the
Come
car.
on, man. Batman break your
No,
jaw for
Batman
having
is
an
like
eighth on you.
the way
Come on,
he
son.
go to the car, he be like, yeah, I'm gonna catch you outside, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta go to the repair and shit. Iron Man is like, all right, nigga, what's up? You want some smoke? Doo-doo-doo. And then stop the car. I'm just saying. I mean,
You really fighting for Iron Man, bro. You really swinging.
it's not really a fight.
You doing Super Junior.
Right. It's not really a fight. Batman is way better.
Batman's far Batman's better, in my opinion. I'm sorry, he's just a better character. But
Iron Man,
On
all right,
every level.
Iron Man's got a bag.
Batman top defeat. Let's compare.
Damn
You know
it.
his best friend is a clown, and that's just actually his best
That's
supervillain.
not
But
his. That's not his
let's
best
talk
friend.
about it. That
Joker's
is his
It's not
best
his
best
friend
best
friend is
friend.
a
because
voice.
without Joker, he has no identity.
Are you serious? He
I'm
beat the
dead.
villains before the
What are you
Joker,
talking
bro.
about?
Joker's
What
just his main
was
arch rival.
what was the comic book of what was that?
So he beat.
You know, Joker had come late in the college. He started with like Solomon Grundy for a minute. Penguin.
Mid.
You
I was
got
But
thinking right there,
Penguin. You
Penguin
got
is mid.
Doctor
Scarecrow. He
Scarecrow,
beat
Doctor
Bane,
Freeze, Bane,
Doctor
maybe.
Freeze,
I don't
Come
know,
on,
bro.
Poison Ivy.
the Riddler,
Po-
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy, Riddler.
abroad.
Harley Quinn at some point. Harley Quinn was the main villain at one point. Like it's a lot, bro.
He said Penguin mid. I'm upset at that.
Mid.
He's
I'm
not.
just saying,
Man.
person that
So
keeps
who did Iron Man beat by
that's
himself?
tiptoeing over their shit. Like,
By himself without phoning his friends to jumper dude. The Avengers to jumper dude. Come on.
you said what? Jumping people.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
Iron Man got to call his folks to help him out.
A whole family of fake.
Exactly.
First of all,
Who did Iron Man beat?
I'm
Who did
giving
Iron Man beat?
you this one much. Why did Ironclad want to be Ironclad and not King?
Because he's from the future. He knew what the hell was gonna happen.
But where did he get the Ironclad from?
It ain't that hard to get tech.
Who was the savior with that?
No, you gotta think. Zeus, you gotta think about it like this too, though. You do know that the Stark tech was out even way before Tony Stark was around. His father
Yeah,
started that whole thing.
it was Stark Tech, but again,
His father started the whole thing.
His father started the whole thing.
you
Yeah.
said who?
Come on, son.
His daddy?
His father
started
just
the
passed
whole
him the
thing.
baton. That's all he did,
So
bro.
unlike Batman, instead of crying and just not having friends, you know what I'm saying, and upscaling, like he's just
But
like,
he
Batman
grew up in an
tells
hey,
orphanage.
he
niggas
grew up
are
in an
proud.
orphanage.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Grew up in an orphanage. Don't forget that.
you said
Rock
who?
out grew.
Boy,
Come on,
this
bro.
debate bad for you. Why you bring
He leaving like certain points out of the story. You see what he leaving certain points out of the story.
You should have let me down in
Third
the
person out of
80s
the
and
story
the
with
90s.
Iron Man. Like, okay, so you got King when it was actually what is that? Rama Tut. And that's how he had end up meeting with Black Panther. And then we can go into it when they had the whole mix with the mutants. I mean, like, Batman really ain't really faced that shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially with magic. It's like you get
Scarecrow.
the
So,
Dark World. It was like what the Dark Justice
so who
League.
did
Team
Iron Man beat by himself?
help, which was help. You know what I'm saying? But Iron Man overcomes shit. Iron Man makes a plan.
Okay, so who he beat? Who did he beat?
I'm waiting for that one.
You said who did he beat?
Comic book and movie wise, who did he beat? By himself. He always got to call the
You
squad to
said
help him out.
It's a movie
Yeah, who
and
did he beat?
comic. You gave me both of them.
Movie and comics. I'm helping you out. I'm literally throwing you a bone. Literally. Like
all right, that's
literally
cool.
helping you out.
I got you.
Literally throwing you an alley
I
oop.
feel like you're baiting me in, and I know where you're going with this, and I don't
No,
want to go.
you
I have to go
yeah.
somewhere.
Bruh, he couldn't even beat.
I say we save
He
the
couldn't
girl.
even beat a paid
What
actor by
man?
himself.
But he's pretty
He
much
couldn't
figured
beat
out fucking time travel.
Yeah, but the thing is this: he couldn't even beat a guy with 10 rings by himself. He couldn't, and he was a paid actor.
How did he get out of there though? Didn't he build a suit, nigga?
It ain't about
Thinking
no,
about
he
him
didn't.
out of his suit and being a regular nigga, he built another one, a better one.
I would too if I was that rich and had the tech. Yes, I would do it too. And let's
Nah.
not forget.
Those
Let's
niggas
not
was in the
forget.
cave. You talking about the first movie?
Zeus. No, Zeus. Let's not forget. Your man almost killed everybody off by making Ultron. And even though that's not even his real story. His own software almost took him out.
Yeah, man. He almost killed the world trying to create robots. But he's gonna know that fact.
That
He's
is
gonna
true.
know that. I know. Skip over that part. He's gonna just forget that part.
But didn't
But that
Batman do the same thing? Actually, going with Darkseid though, and killed basically the whole world.
No, he did it by pissing off Superman. That's why he did it.
Oh, so he was tripping off another nigga that actually had powers that was him. I understand. It's okay.
Batman be
Iron
Superman.
Man would never.
Batman be Superman.
Okay. All right,
He had
let's
it.
get back to the
Yeah, let's
You know,
TV
Bel Air
show.
is really nice. You know, you was
Yeah,
neutral, MT. Who won that debate,
Yeah.
MT? Jesus
I
Christ.
would
We
say
was
the
giving him, we
person.
was throwing him alley hoops. He was missing. He was airballing the alley hoops. I'm like, I'm
I know
helping
that.
you out.
I know where that can go to. Cause
So
like
I would
Iron Man,
probably
it's like,
say.
all right, we going movie wise. Like, come on now. Like, he brought back half of the world. Like, this nigga was sitting at home with his daughter and shit, and was just like, you know what? I'm gonna hop
bring back half of the world.
on
I brought back half
fire.
of the world.
So you
All
was gonna forget about the Avengers assistant,
the
like the
pirates.
other people, the Hulk,
Look,
Black Panther, Captain America helping him out. You was forgetting the whole squad helping him out. It
I'm just
wasn't
saying though,
just
smartest,
Iron
the smartest Marvel person in this, if we talking movie wise, is Bruce Banner. He made Ant-Man a baby. Iron Man came in and was like, you know what, man, put these rings on, man. We about to go ahead and do this shit. Anime suit. I'm just saying though, Batman could never.
Doesn't have to.
What you mean? He doesn't have to. He has to, cause he all he do is think about shit. Hey,
Think
you
all
know
day
what? What if I can do
solo.
better? You know what? I got my ass whooped. I need to make this contingency plan because this person do X, Y, and Z because I'm a regular ass nigga. But it's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Man, Bel Air was nice. Y'all watch Bel Air?
How was
Yeah, I
Bel Air,
did
man?
watch
Let's talk
Bel Air.
about Bel Air.
Yeah, I ain't
You
watching
look
it.
big, but it's okay. It's okay. Just take your L
But
with
yeah,
pride, man. It's okay.
You
yeah,
said
but
take my L with pride. Look,
Yeah,
I was
just take your L with pride, man.
lucky I'm in Facebook jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Facebook jail, man. But free the homie, man. Free the real, man.
All
Yeah,
right,
right, man.
so
I'll put $1 on your books.
I'm gonna take my
Get
L, right?
you a bar
Somebody
soap or something.
I'm gonna let them go in and take because it seemed like they want to debate. MT, what are you about to get into before we actually spend like I guess an extra 15 minutes on this?
nothing. We about to just talk about Bel Air. That's all.
All right, nobody want to talk about that shit. All right, so
Okay, what's going on, fellas? I done heard two different groups of cross examination of Batman versus Iron Man. You cannot be serious. The one guy that has been going smack at supernatural, superpowered villains almost, I ain't gonna say almost since day one, but like right after he got into it with Mandarin, he's just skating off. It's just mutants from that point. Mutants and cosmic beings. Batman, he's my god.
and fighting the clown, but it's okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This dude has been battling the same clown for years. The
Okay,
first one,
so
like,
who did Iron Man beat on his, by himself without calling Avengers for help?
We've been waiting for this for like 20 minutes, bruh.
no,
Please let
I keep asking y'all not answering the question. You know that, right? I keep asking the same question.
I got the
Mandalorian is his biggest rival. That's equivalent
I'm
to
going to
his
tell you
Joker.
exactly. Iron
Yeah,
Man
that's his
has
rival.
been wearing a suit on his wrist.
No,
For
who did he beat though?
Who did he beat? He's
Yeah,
beat
by
many
himself.
aliens. He's killed many assassins, many soldiers. He killed Thanos. He's killed different
He done
Killed
did.
Thanos
certain
with the
wars.
help of the Avengers. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Batman of the
And he didn't
Batman.
do it. Like I keep
Red
asking.
Hood, Darkwing, Baby Robin, which is his unbiological biological son.
Talk your shit.
He got Batgirl and he got a Bat wife.
How many unbiological sons that he had that got murdered?
Exactly. How many of them died, man? How many people have died behind Iron Man?
Okay, so y'all not gonna skip the fact that he created Ultron, technically
No. Okay, he created Ultron. That is
which
definitely
almost wiped off the planet. You know, we just gonna skim over that.
It happened, but does that take
I know.
away from
It didn't happen. I know. You got
going to win in the battle? He defeated his creation. Like,
It was actually division, but we can continue.
Yeah, so like I said, can y'all name the person that Iron Man by himself beat? Y'all avoiding this question like the Matrix. Y'all dodging
What's the
like the
question?
Matrix.
No.
Who has the Iron Man beat solo?
I
keep
just
asking
told
this
you,
question.
he beat people by himself.
Nah, you didn't say it.
Can you name them? I want you to name them. Name them.
Like,
You're not naming them. You're speaking very vague in general.
Be
Be precise.
Nah, that was a cross.
No, he didn't go against Dr. Doom.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, to be honest with you, it's only like 3 feet that can be like multi-universal.
And ain't no three.
His main villain is the Mandalorian. I'm throwing you a bone. I'm throwing you.
He was a paid.
alley-oop.
I wouldn't say Mandalorian. I'm talking about like
I say I'm doing comic books and I'm doing
actual
comic
one.
books and movies.
And rings. That was in the comics, and that's not even movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Actually,
overall, the Mandalorian was his main villain.
Yeah,
He
no,
had power
that's
with him in the movie.
different. That's
And
when
he
he
was a
got.
paid actor.
I'm trying to talk about movies. Like I can go in the comics.
Well, there ain't much in the movies because they downplay all the movies. All the movies is off
you
continuity.
can use comic books.
Yeah, go to the comics.
All right, Corvette. Which basically is pretty much the Silver Surfer.
Iron Man was the only Avenger able to injure Thanos in the Infinity War.
Nah, actually, that shit is like
Injured, not killed.
Injured.
I like this debate.
I
know.
And you forget they squad up on him, like the Avengers squad up on Thanos. Don't forget that. Don't take
with the Silver Surfer in the comics, they got rid of they had to get the Silver Surfer. Like, come on.
Do y'all consider a defeat?
I'm gonna give you this though. Now, so who is Batman defeats, and then like, who was it?
Matter of fact, if Iron Man's so good, why the blip happen?
What happened?
Because of Doctor Strange, nigga.
Nah, it wasn't because of Doctor Strange.
It wasn't because of Doctor Strange either.
It was a God in the Galaxy, bro.
It was God in the Galaxy that actually did it.
He called Phyllis.
Like the movie wise, it was definitely Doctor Strange. Iron Man was literally about to sacrifice his life. Steve Rogers actually said, "Hey, you know what? I don't know if you can sacrifice yourself. You're all about
was Iron Man not on Titan? Was he not on Titan? Was he not on Titan? If he was that good, the blip wouldn't happen.
But whole time, who got smoke off him? Like, where did the classic line come from? You don't let drop a book.
Tell you, Mr. Jones, you see they not naming anybody, right? I threw the Mandalorian out there.
You know the fact you threw a moon at him? He threw a moon at the dude.
I'm like, at this point, what criteria are we debating?
I know.
We're not debating popularity.
I gave him comic books and movies. I was like, I gave him one. I said the Mandalorian. That's like his big rival. I tell you, Iron Man was the middle of the pack in comic book wise. The movie made him bigger than what he is. That's why I keep telling everybody.
Downey Jr. made Iron Man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been trying to shake that shit. Comic book wise, that nigga was made of shit. But
he was in the middle of the pack. I'm not saying he's the worst. He's not the best. He was in the middle. That's all I'm saying.
He was mid. I can agree.
He was in the middle.
Yeah, I think Robert Downey Jr. and motherfucking Ghostface. Wasn't for them two, y'all wouldn't know who Iron Man is.
You said who?
Robert Downey Jr. and Ghostface.
Wow.
We just debating Wu-Tang being the top 5 group of all time. You ain't no Ghostface without Iron Man.
I like that. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Like, come on, man.
What's up with you in this 80s versus 90s movie, Mr. Jones?
Ooh, please get into it.
You got this 80s nostalgia, all this.
I just think overall, as far as like impact and quality, I think 80s made better cinema overall.
How?
I'll give you horror movies. 80s had the best horror movies.
Yeah, I give you horror.
Action movies to a degree. I give you that. They had the best horror movies. 80s was like the golden era of horror movies.
Moved it out a little.
They had decent dramas too.
Yeah. 80s wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was a lot of classics.
Comedies are underrated. I mean, I give it to the 90s if you want to go there as far as like
90s had better comedies than my 90s.
Don't say it.
As far as like writing,
hold up.
I don't know.
You're debating about the 80s. Keep it in the 80s, sir.
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, Eddie Murphy running the 80s alone was fuck that, 90. He did Nutty Professor in the 90s, but his 90s kind of slump.
Who would I have?
He also did that sorry ass movie Metro in the 90s. 80s Eddie Murphy couldn't miss. Yeah,
Eddie was at his peak in the 80s. He was in his peak in the 80s. Eddie, I give you credit. Eddie, yeah. His peak was the 80s. That was his golden era.
Wesley Snipes.
And also, if you want to talk about comedians, if you want to talk about comedy, I mean, like, shit, Martin Lawrence kind of like had that end of that
But as much as I love Martin, what great movies Martin did?
What? Thin line between
What?
love and hate?
Thin line between love and hate, bro.
That was okay to
That's
our
probably like
side.
his best. That's probably
We
his
got
best movie.
House
No,
Probably
his
one of his
best
best
movie
movies.
is him and Bobby Brown high
Oh
off
yeah,
coke
House
the whole
Party.
movie. That was his
Yeah.
best movie. I would say Life. I would give you one. Life.
Life.
We
Then
can't
Life is
name
probably his two best movies.
the ones.
I know.
Yeah.
We just named two of them.
And then
Besides
even it was
beside
before
Bad Boys.
that you were saying that was rocking the 80s.
Boomerang.
Yeah, he's looking for
Boomerang was decent.
He's in a few.
Ain't fucking with nothing Eddie did in the 80s.
Top
I
one,
mean,
2,
but
and 3.
if anything, Eddie wasn't Eddie in the 90s because of Martin.
Eddie was still the man. Eddie was still the man.
Movie
Maybe
wise,
the late
movie
90s.
wise, what movies Eddie made in the 90s that was memorable?
He named one. Boomerang.
Boomerang, Nutty Professor.
That was with who? That was with who? And that was with who?
The Nutty Professor, he did everybody. He coming.
He did everybody. Everybody.
Broke the mold.
That like 2000 or was that late 90s? Wasn't it like 99 or 2001?
No, the first Nutty Professor was 95, 96.
Yeah.
Yeah, first Nutty Professor was
Yeah,
mid
Nutty
90s.
Professor was 96.
96, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was 96. 95,
No,
96.
movies. I'm on it when it comes to movies, bro.
Because 80s is Eddie's peak. Yeah, Coming to America, like Beverly Hills Cops.
Yeah, the stand up.
Yeah, great stand up. Yeah, that 80s was his. Yeah.
I'll give you a character we could debate 80s versus 90s, though. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah.
He had a great 80s and 90s.
Borderline. That was two though. The first one did come out before.
To say in the 80s, yeah, what? The first Top Gun, Risky Business.
First Top Gun.
Color of Money is so underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Color of Money. He had some joints in the 80s.
Oh yeah. What was that joint? He was the bartender. He had the other one. He was the first one, Risky Business.
Yeah.
And classics.
So everybody sliding in the socks because this dude.
We can classify it by genre.
All right, let's do genre. What you want to do first?
No, because we
Only
already.
thing I refuse to debate is family movies because y'all had the Disney. Y'all had Disney. That's a cheat code.
Nah, animation. Golden era was the 90s for animation, bro.
Yeah.
Really, for animation movies.
Yeah.
All the classics, just about all the classics is in the 90s. Maybe late 80s. You probably can make an argument for late 80s.
Got a better debate. Action.
What? That's not a debate. 80s versus 90s.
80s probably had better action movies.
Yeah, RoboCop.
Yeah, they had Rambo, they had Terminator, the first Terminator. It might be the 80s, bro. Might be the 80s, bro.
80s dogging it action movies. Not even close.
80s like 80s are
You got Predator. You got Predator. Come on, bro.
You know, 1990.
I'm about to press him with this one.
Ninja Turtles came.
Look, you got Google. You're a Google, bro. Come on, bro. You're a
Because
Google, bro.
80s you had Die Hard, you had Predator,
I ain't even
Indiana Jones, Commando. Yeah. 80s had it. Yeah, 80s had it.
It's not close. It's not close.
Who's
It's
just
not
Yeah,
talking
the
about?
80s got it, bro.
Oh man, it was hella
The
shit.
80s got it, bro. 80s is like they had good.
Oh,
Yeah,
American.
90s is more known for like their pop,
Shit.
you know, the love
American
rom-coms and shit
Ninja.
like that.
Whole time. That joint was a classic.
Rambo.
And don't forget the Alien movie.
You didn't even forget Rambo.
Don't forget about the Alien movie. The Alien movie.
Alien movie.
Alien 1 and Alien came in the 80s. So
Exactly.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
not even close, bro. Because they had all the action movies were in the 80s. That's when, like, when Jackie Chan came out with all the action martial art movies. Yeah, the 80s. Yeah, you can't beat the 80s.
Anything with a gun.
Yeah.
Fire. I mean, I ain't even named Lethal Weapon.
You got RoboCop.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, you got Running Man. Yeah, the 80s got it. The 80s got it.
Ladies,
Action movie
got
wise.
Where's the one?
80s got it. Action movie wise.
All right, so
What you gonna give me, Judge Dredd?
no, so we can say that the 90s had the comedy side, or no?
Facts. It was the second one. It was the
Uh,
second. It was the 79.
But I think it was released in theaters in
the
the
Phantom
80s.
Come on, cuz. Come on.
because Disney was a cheat code. 80s got the action.
And horror movies. They got the horror movies too. 80s got the horror movies too.
Brady, Jason, Hellraiser, Michael Myers, Pumpkinhead.
They got Michael Myers. They got Jason. All the Friday the 13th.
I don't gotta say nothing about horror in
Horror
the 80s.
movies. We're not even gonna debate. They got horror movies. 80s got the horror movies. What was the greatest horror movie in the 90s? What you gonna say? Like Scream? I know what you did last summer.
It's not even close.
You get what I'm trying to say? Those are the only two I can think of from the 90s that had culture behind it, like impact.
A New Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, don't. I ain't even going to. It was cheesy.
I gave the 80s action movie and horror movie. I gave it.
Like
Y'all want to debate sports movies?
Ooh, sports movie would be a better argument. That would be a better argument.
I mean, no, definitely going to the 90s.
If you build it, they will come.
Space Jam, Air Bud.
Don't name garbage. Don't name
You
garbage.
got Rudy. You got Rudy.
Airbud is garbage.
Man,
You ain't like Air Bud, man. What is wrong with you, man? You wasn't a kid. What? Oh, you not like Air Bud.
I would
I couldn't read the first one.
I would rather watch Hope Power. I would rather watch. I would rather watch Ben's Best Friend. That shit is like the 10th rated dog movie.
Nah, the 80s, the 90s got good at sports movies.
Yeah,
Dude, they got good.
Because the 90s, you got Jerry Maguire, Sandlot,
I love Jerry
Rudy, The Program, Little Giant,
What was the joint with
White Man Can't Jump.
An outfield. Or was
I'm trying to think.
Was that?
Well, Above the Rim was okay. Above the Rim was
Above the
okay.
Rim, you can put
Thinking
Above the
about
Rim
it.
in.
Above the Rim has some of the worst direction.
Wesley
Man,
Snipes.
they had some bad cuts, bro. If you look at it now, when I was little, I just thought it was a shit. You look at it now, you're like, yeah.
So, 80s is a lot of baseball movies like Bill Durham, The Natural. You know,
So you got what? You got League of Their Own. You got Varsity
We
Blues.
got Rocky. We got Rocky.
Remember the Titans.
We got Caddyshack.
What's going on?
We
You got Hoop Dreams. Don't forget Hoop Dreams. Very underrated sports movie.
That's a
We
very
got
Hoop Dreams
Raging
is very underrated.
Classic. We got Raging Bull. That fucking Raging Bull.
I'm trying to think of them. I'm forgetting somebody.
No, what's a sports movie in the 90s better than Raging Bull?
I ain't gonna say nothing about
in the 90s.
Raging
What's the
Bull.
joint with Penny Hardaway and Shaq?
Blue Chip?
I was talking about that the other day. Yeah, Blue Chip.
Blue Chip was a very underrated. Blue Chip was cool.
Blue
but
Chips was decent. Blue Chips was decent.
It's very underrated.
I would say my favorite basketball movie would be Fifth.
But what about the Mighty Ducks? You forgot the Mighty Ducks from the 90s?
The kid shit off the
Mighty Ducks is
Little Giant. You got Little Giant.
Little Giant.
Yeah.
Fire.
Then you got the Big Green. I don't know if y'all remember the Big Green.
That's the soccer
Big
joint,
Dreams,
right?
very underrated. You got White Man Can't Jump.
White Man
He
Can't
Got
Jump.
Game. Don't forget about He Got Game. Very
He
underrated.
Got Game was trash. I'm sorry.
Nah, He Got Game.
That was
very
trash,
Yeah,
man.
Very
forget about
underrated.
it, yeah.
Very underrated. That was a
That's
very
it.
underrated movie.
This is one of Denzel's worst movies.
One of Denzel's worst movies?
That's
got
the
Game?
second worst movie.
Yes.
The second worst movie.
Nah, I don't think that's his worst.
He ain't even got
Denzel missed like 3 movies. I did Denzel like 2. He Got Game was bad, bro.
The rate was horrible.
I'm not saying He Got Game is the greatest sports movie. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest sports movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's Denzel's worst movie, bro. That's no hot take.
Then you got
I think that's his
Don't
second
forget-
worst movie. His first worst movie got to be Virtuosity. That was terrible.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
He couldn't even say that shit. He couldn't even say that shit.
He took the money. He took the money for that. He got paid
Yeah,
for that. He got paid for that one.
yeah, he couldn't say that shit. Ooh, he couldn't say that shit. Ooh.
The checks was nice. Like, he wasn't trying to win an Oscar off that. He wasn't trying to win an award. He was just trying to get the money.
I mean, to be fair, I think like every black actor got one terrible movie.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, of course.
Like everybody got that one terrible movie, man. I mean, Eddie Murphy got multiple. Like once he
In
started
the 90s.
yeah, when he started like
When he got the judge was
Goldfinger and all that other stuff.
That's when he got the jail twist, the cornrows. It was over. It was cops.
Oh Lord.
I'm trying to think of any other '90s. Space Jam.
Yeah, Little Big League.
Oh, Big League was decent.
What was
Okay.
Rookie of the
Given
year.
Sunday? Was that 99?
Any Given Sunday. I forgot about Any Given Sunday.
I thought
Yeah, I
that
count the
was
Water Boy, even though it was funny.
Yeah, Waterboy is 98. So yeah, you yeah.
yeah. Waterboy
Yeah,
was nice.
Water Boy is nice.
Billy Madison. He had that's the Adam Sandler run.
Cool Running. Nobody ain't say Cool Running.
I don't know about Cool. Nah,
It's
gonna be
crazy
right.
because all them Joe Shot David also are family movies.
Cool Runner.
That's why I
You
like
got
the family.
'90s was a lot of family movies though. You got to remember '90s was a lot of family movies too.
But it was a lot of
Hey,
sports
what about
movies.
drama?
You got to understand every decade had a
Yeah,
trend.
what about drama? We said what about drama?
Yeah, I mean,
Drama.
either-
Ooh,
Hey, what do we
drama.
consider a drama? Because the definition of drama can mean like any movie can be a drama.
all right, so I want to start off with, and I believe this was '90s, The Preacher's Wife.
Preacher's Life is more of a comedy though.
Yeah, that's like a rom com.
That's a comedy. When you say that's a comedy, I don't say Preacher's Wife is a comedy.
Shane Sharp
No,
Redemption
it wasn't comedy.
Yeah,
I
Shane Sharp
mean-
Redemption is 94.
All right, so what about what's love got to do with it?
Ooh.
Damn, that was in the 90s.
Ooh.
That was in the 90s.
That
That was
could be
like-
Ooh. Wait, ooh.
What's that?
Fight Club.
me
Don't forget
think.
about Fight Club.
What year
Fight
did
Club
it
was in
come
the
out?
90s.
Fight Club is a very underrated one.
Goodfellas. That was in the 90s. That was in the 90s.
No, we had Dirty Dancing. We had Dirty Dancing.
Man, stop that. Stop it. You
You
know
had,
goddamn family film.
you had Casino, Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood would count as a drama.
He said Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Boys in the Hood is a drama. I count that as a drama. That's an urban drama.
Oh,
Okay,
you might
so-
say every hood movie from the 90s.
Yeah, we got Scarface.
I'm talking outside of the comedies. Outside of the comedies.
We got
That
we
is-
got Scarface.
Here's one. I ain't gonna lie. Here's one. American History X. A lot of people forgot about that one.
That's a good movie.
2000s.
A Bronx Tale. Don't forget about a Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale was in 90s.
Now I'm getting
Bronx
see-
Tale is 90s.
Yeah, it was 93. It was 93.
But where we are, we're 80s versus 90s, and if anything, we should go ahead and put it in the comment section of who we riding with, because I got another
most-
section.
I think one of the most underrated gangster films
And
from the
there we go.
90s got to be Donnie Brasco.
It's
Donnie
the one-
Brasco is one of the most underrated, like, drama crime
But
movies.
who's touching
You know,
Scarface? And that's going to be the debatable ones.
Scarface is a great movie. I'm gonna say unpopular opinion. It's slightly overrated.
It
It's
became
cheesy as hell. It's cheesy as hell.
It's slightly overrated. It's still a great movie. It's a great movie, but it's slightly overrated. When people put in gangster films like in the top, I think there's better gangster films than Scarface.
I mean, you got Once Upon a Time in America.
it's about 4 hours, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So
about-
what else you got? You got Juice. Juice came out in the 90s.
No, that was 80s.
That was 80s.
Nah, Juice is
was
90s.
80s.
The 90s. Came out early 90s.
Really?
Yep. Positive.
What?
Juice came
Then
out.
we got Bad Boys with Sean Penn. That just was all right. That slept on. Bad Boys with Sean Penn.
Yeah, because Juice came out what, like 91, 92? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. It's early
Juice
90s.
Juice came out 91.
91.
Yeah, I thought it came out like early 90s.
Yeah, it came out 91.
Carlito's Way. I'm trying to think of gangster films. Carlito's Way.
Well, I wouldn't compare 80s and 90s
Untouchable.
to films.
Untouchable.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all.
Oh, well,
70s got a better shot on that one.
do y'all like the first Carlito's Way or the remake?
What?
Not the first one. The first
Are you
one.
serious? That's not even a question, bro. That's not even a question, bro.
I just had to be.
I
I mean,
mean,
Oh, the one with Puff Daddy? Come
The
on, bro.
second one was funny though, but the first one was better.
The first one was
second
fun, man.
hilarious. It had a little bit of comedy into it. It was a little bit more intriguing. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it.
I'm
I
trying to
seen
think
it.
of dramas.
City-
Because you had
City One
Poetic
Prospect.
Justice.
We had 48 Hours. Ain't that a drama?
No.
It's more of a
No.
comedy.
That's like a cop
comedy
buddy
action.
movie. That's like a comedy cop buddy movie. I put it in that kind of category.
It's a better version of Metro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what it is. I agree with you on that one. That's pretty much what it is. I put it in the cop buddy type movie type situation, comedy. That's why I put it in that category.
Wow, that's a good debate.
You said somebody.
What about Last Action Hero? That was cool.
That was kind of a
You
comedy.
like Last Action Hero?
I didn't like
That
it.
was great. It was okay.
Yeah. I don't know what's better in the 80s. I tell you that
90s
much.
probably got the comedy. 90s probably got the comedy stuff. Because you got Fridays.
I don't know. Eddie kind of
I got
carried the
Saturday.
80s. Eddie
We'll
and
have to
Caddyshack.
Nah, Eddie Golden Era was the 80s, bro. We can't. I
All right,
can't
so
argue
look,
with
this
you.
is
Last times at
this
Piedmont
is my
High.
debate with comedy, right? You had Eddie in the '80s, as far as movies, but like with the '90s, had multiple actors.
I
Beginning
think
and
90s had more variety of comedy movies. I agree
they
with
all
Zeus. They had more variety of comedy movies than the 80s.
Right.
like black comedy was like a household thing,
Yeah.
if that makes
But
sense.
there was good white comedies too in the 90s too.
I
Not
mean,
trying to keep it strictly,
Mrs. Doubtfire,
urban appeal.
the
Because you had American Pie. Don't forget about American Pie. It's a few of them.
Jim Carrey carried the shit out of that.
Oh,
What, Ace
yeah.
Ventura?
Ace Ventura, The Mask, Liar, all that. Yeah, he was.
me,
Office
myself,
Space.
Irene.
Me, myself, and Irene.
Damn. Yeah, the 90s might have been Jim's.
He did the Grinch movie.
The Mask. Don't forget the Mask came out in the 90s too.
Yeah, he said the mask, 94.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh man, dumb and
The
dumber.
Truman.
Both of them were great. Both of them were
Forgot
great.
about
They like Jim
The
Carrey.
Truman Show.
Classic.
Yeah,
So it
the
was
Cable
like
Guy.
Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler for the
Yeah, for the 90s, yeah, with Jim Curry, Adam Sandler.
Nah.
Likewise.
I don't think he really started. Did Adam Sandler started in the '90s? That was 2000.
No, he started in the 90s.
the 90s.
Yeah, Billy Madison came out in
Yeah.
95. Come on.
Yeah.
That's
Happy
90s.
Gilmore came out in 96.
Oh, the jump they with the
Water
kids?
Boy.
Ah,
98.
right.
Adam Sandler's the 90s dude.
What's the one when he was the when he was playing
he's
golf
90s.
with the hockey stick?
Happy Gilmore. You talking about Happy Gilmore? Sound like you.
The man.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore. Because he had a wedding singer. Yeah, Adam Sandler had a bunch of movies in the 90s. Bunch of movies.
But
But were they
Jim
good?
Carrey had more hits though.
Something.
Yeah.
Because you had something about Mary. There's a few funny movies. Like, I'm not trying to just keep it black. We can go all day with black movies. There's a lot of black comedy movies.
I mean, yeah, because like comedies in the 80s would be like Ferris Bueller or Porky's, Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Half Baked. Don't Be a Menace in South Central.
Club.
Even though it was a parody, but you get the gist. It still was a funny movie.
Well, the 80s had I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, and that's better than that.
Yeah. Damn.
I guess. I put them both in the same category. They're made by the same family. So.
Yeah.
That's the same family. That's just the older brother. Older brother. Sibling rivalry.
Had Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
Harlem Nights.
Yeah, Wayne's
Yeah,
World.
But if
Cable
Eddie wasn't the
Guy.
funniest person in the movie though.
You said what?
Eddie wasn't the funniest person in that movie though.
No, not at all. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Harlem
he
Nights was
wasn't. He
the
wasn't.
best casting.
Ghost was. You know. Della Reese was funny. Red
Oh
Fox.
yeah, Red Fox.
Yeah,
Everybody.
everybody was funny in that movie. I don't think he was the
Big
funniest.
Robert wouldn't have died. You know, from House Party, the father from House Party.
Oh, Robert Harris. Yeah.
Oh, Robert Harris.
Robert Harris, if he wouldn't have passed away, man, it'd be like
And
old.
you do know everybody in that movie. I think everybody passed, but I think Eddie's the only person alive.
Damn.
If I'm not mistaken, Eddie's the only person alive.
From night.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the original cast.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody.
Nope. Plenty of
Jasmine Guy. Jasmine Guy, the only other one. Jasmine Guy.
Yeah, missing
Yeah.
a lot of characters in that joke. I ain't even gonna get into it.
Tommy, he gone. Sorry.
It's still.
And
Y'all
Arsenio,
think about like the main people.
but it was a
Like,
lot of supporting.
yeah, a lot of them are gone. But
Goldmouth
like
is still around.
I'm talking about the main people. The main cast is pretty much gone.
here today.
The main characters is gone. Eddie, the only person left.
Most of the side characters are too, which is crazy.
What I'm saying
only
is
about like 4 of them all together that's still alive. Ain't
But you got Harlem Nights. That's a long time ago, bro.
They were 89.
That was 89, bro. That's
Think
a long
about
time
that.
ago, bro.
You think like if anything coming to America,
Look at Spaceballs.
they would have been in that. Like a lot of people have age, and you know,
Yeah.
use money.
Coming to America is almost 40 years, bro.
That's another 80s movie. That's another 80s movie.
Which movie?
Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Oh yeah, Trading Places.
Yeah.
We said that Eddie had the 80s on lock. I'll
Eddie,
tell you why.
Eddie, he had the 80
Eddie
on
had the
lock.
80s on lock. He had all them.
Lord, 80s.
He had the Cop Buddy. He had Metro Cop, Beverly Hill Cop, Metro.
You heard me though?
The third one don't count though.
Look who's talking.
Third one, yeah.
Classic.
This is good. What's up?
No, look who's talking. The movie.
What's one or two or three?
The first one, nigga. The first one was a classic. The second one was
No. The first and the second one is a classic. The third one's dealing with a dog, so the third one was stupid.
that's what I'm saying.
We don't count the third one. That's like it's dead, but
Star
it's not.
Trek 5.
It's like Star Trek 5, like Godfather Part 3. It's dead, but it's part of the fact.
Yeah.
Oh,
I give you that one.
But the whole time it wasn't everybody.
That's like
Think of
you
any
saying.
movie.
This like you say Home Alone 1. Home Alone 1 and 2 is a class, and 3, 4, and 5 suck.
Oh, nobody don't talk about
Yeah, I don't count out the 3. 3 is just money grab. That was money grab.
One is a classic. 2 is very good.
Oh, okay. Prime example.
I give you the first two. The
Robocop 1 and
third,
2.
anything past the third one
Robocop 1
is
and
just
2.
money grab.
Too much
I like
the second one. Too much
We
problem.
already talked about RoboCop. I said whole time. That's a great point, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. RoboCop was a classic, but 1 or 2 is the staple.
One or two.
Yeah.
One
After the second one.
Always gonna be good.
Second one was
The first one is the best one.
The only one I say that all them rock was Rocky. Like Rocky had a bad one.
If you had to pick a bad one, the one with
1, 2, 3, 4.
Rocky 5 was pretty bad.
5 was shaky.
Rocky 5 was pretty bad, bro. Rocky 5 was bad, bro.
No. Rocky Bad Bull was bad.
Rocky 5 was bad, bro. Rocky 5
Bad Bull was bad.
I don't even count that as part of the universe. It is Rocky.
4, 5 was like they should have just stopped. Like when they got to 5, they should have just go ahead.
The best Rocky when he fought the Russian. That's the best fight Rocky. When he fought the Russian.
I said Mr. T. Rocky the third one. He actually lost to that nigga. Rocky lost to Mr. T.
All right, bro. Mr. T started.
If you look at Rocky, think about it. If Rocky would have fought the Russian the first go, Rocky would have died. That's why they didn't have him fight in the first.
He killed his friend, bro. Yeah, it is the best one, bro. Rocky 3 is honorable mentions because trash.
Rocky, no.
Mr. T was talking that shit. Mr. T was talking that shit.
I'll give you that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He's gonna take a title. I'm gonna take a girl.
No! You missing the scene. He said, "Bring your girl to my house so she can have a real man." That's
Hey, bro, but that's not beating. If he dies, bro. He literally killed him. Like,
like one of the most savage moments in the movie, like sports movie ever.
It took him 2
to
beat.
He dies, man.
Club and Leg had that nigga hot.
Come on, man.
And you can't forget that he almost got his ass whooped by Hulk Hogan at the beginning too, though.
Yeah, he almost got
That's the gayest name, but anyway, that's the gayest.
Yeah, but like I say, Rocky when he fought the Russian, then when he fight Mr. T is the best 2 Rocky movies.
Nobody wants to see that shit.
Bro, when your man said if he dies, and killed that nigga in the ring. That was it.
So he said it so nonchalant, like, "Oh, if he dies, he dies."
It's unlocked.
That line is fire.
Oh, this you can say the same thing. Look at your man, Van.
You when he's supposed to be fighting.
He said Van Damme.
He felt.
Bloodsport, hey.
Man, that bunch of
He has not been the same since Street Fighter.
Hey, bro, Street Fighter did ruin his career because he tried to make Bloodsport sequel, The Quest. That shit was ass. The Quest was ass.
Double
Ever since he became Guile, he's been done.
My bad. My bad. Froze.
Somebody dropped, right?
Yeah, somebody dropped out.
Yeah.
Ever since he became Guile, that's when that shit was.
With the 80s, I give you action and horror movie. I give you action and horror movie. For the 80s. I give you that. I'm not going to argue with that because that was like the golden era.
No, I gotta give horror to the 90s.
I'm about to lose to a
To the
dude.
90s?
To the
What
80s.
movie in the 90s? I would disagree.
He was talking to
I
Chun
mean,
Li. He was doing
80s had the best horror movies, bro.
I don't
Oh,
know.
oh
I mean,
God. First of all, hold
the
up.
best
So
horror
what was
movie they got from the '80s
what was the staple horror
is
movie in the 90s?
This connection.
gotta be Friday the
Can we
13th
Scream?
talk
or
about
I know what you did last
Nightmare
summer.
on Elm Street,
movies?
because every major horror franchise fell off throughout their movies. Like Nightmare on Elm Street fell off, Halloween fell off, and Friday the 13th fell off. Like once Scream
Yeah,
came out,
but
and
they was
like
in a peak in the '80s though. They was in a peak in
in
the
the
'80s.
It was
90s.
in a
They
peak in the
fell off
80s,
in
though.
Yeah.
Who?
It's a slasher.
It was in a peak in the 80s.
the
No,
The
90s
so
80s
it
had
got revamped, especially with the slasher. Like when Scream hit, it brought like a whole fresh refreshing to the genre
so
of horror
so you
movies.
for, so you forgetting about the other movie that came out? What about Candyman? Candyman changed.
That was
Remember
90s.
Candyman?
love,
Yeah, Scream
love,
came out in the '90s. Scream
still,
came
I'm with
out
the
in the
90s. I'm agreeing with the 90s.
still
yeah.
going.
Tales from the Hood. I don't care what you
Oh
say.
no.
Any
Oh,
Tales
black
of the
person
Hood.
who
Tales
ever
of the
said
Hood 2 was a joke. Tales of the Hood was no, come on. Tales of the Hood is the black version of Tales of the
That's
Crypt.
part of the movie.
hold on,
it
so
was.
y'all telling me
Yeah.
when my man turned into the devil at the end, none of y'all wasn't scared.
Oh no, that shit had me laughing in
Now
the
everybody.
theater. I was
That
laughing
was
like
Or,
shit
or
was
y'all
getting
wasn't
ready to happen.
scared of the little dog that looked like Mark Lawrence.
Did he like
Oh
rip him?
shit.
Oh yeah.
That little slave dog.
I say Thomas
since the
Jefferson had
80s.
me jumping in
You
the
gotta look
theater.
at 80s probably had the historic franchise. They also had some other movies, but like
They
The
80s.
Shining,
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
What about the thing? The thing was a
yeah,
classic.
Day of the Dead,
Yeah, yeah.
Fright
Classic.
Night.
The,
Nah, the 80s got the horror movies, bro. They
Evil
got the horror
Dead.
movies.
Got
Pause.
Evil
Evil
Dead.
I
Dead,
say the
yeah,
'80s.
the
No,
80s
you
got
can't say that.
that,
I say
bro.
'80s. I say '80s
You
going
know
to the
what I was
'90s
watching?
had the horror movies. After '96, '97, horror movies was not the same.
Yep. Everything
Cause
got
you
real
got
friendly.
remember.
Cause
Cause
they wasn't horror.
think
They
about
was
all the
gore
horror
film.
think about all the horror movies that came out in the '90s.
Final Destination.
Eh,
And that was more of a gore. That wasn't like a
But
horror
The
movie. That was
80s
a
had
gore
what
movie.
Child's Play too. Child's
No,
Play
the
came out in the
80s
80s.
got the 80s got it.
The 80s got the horror movies, bro. 80s got the horror movies. 90s still had some good movies though. I say
80s
80s had the horror movies.
And
all right,
truthfully,
got the
this is
post.
the
truthfully,
argument. This is
Final
the
Destination
argument
2
with
is
the horror
probably the
movies.
best one, honestly. But
Did the 80
that's just me.
movies prestige in the 90s from their second film, or was the
You said what?
original? All right, I'm gonna wind it back.
Uh-huh.
So, did 80 movies, as far as horror films, prestige in the 90s?
I'm trying to think. What was good horror movies back in the '90s that was worth buying? Scream.
No.
Scream one. Scream.
Because if we're giving the 80s,
Scream, I know what you did. Scream was probably like the biggest one, probably
Oh,
90s. Might be
Scream and Final
Scream, bro.
Destination was
Because
they
Scream,
Scream and Final Destination.
you got
What
this
about
is pre
Fantastic?
smartphones, this pre cell phones. Everybody had a house phone was on 3-way in the 90s.
right?
Yeah.
So somebody could prank call you, so
But
it was
they had
different.
Open the
cordless.
door.
How about the cordless ain't come to what was it, like 92,
No, man, we had callers in the 90s. This wasn't that bad. We had a rotary phone.
I don't know, bro.
We had callers on there's callers phones in the
came out
90s.
in the 90s. You had to have called this for this.
I ain't know what cable
Callers,
was.
man, if you had the 3-way back in the day, you had money, bro.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Had your own line.
You had your own line,
and
your parents
everything.
got money, bro.
Had
Your
that
parents
brick.
gave you your own line, you got money, bro.
It's like, yeah, I hear you.
Tell her, hey, Chucky in the 80s too?
Yeah, Chucky, Child's Play, that came out in the 80s.
Yeah, even though you could,
Yeah,
even though you could just
My question is,
use
did
his
those
little ass, though.
horror movies prestige in the 90s? Because I swear to God,
Child's
If-
Play 3 wasn't bad in the
a lot
90s.
of those movies,
Chocolate 3 was trash.
if they
It wasn't
came
that bad.
Stop it, Jones. You know that movie was bullshit.
Jones, Child's Play was
Yeah.
trash.
What about Demon Night?
It was-
Nobody didn't like Demon Night.
you said who?
Fire. That was fire.
Demon Night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Demon Night was different.
Nah, Demon Knight was good.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
trying to think of anything
Oh
else.
no. Y'all forget
Children
the
of the
movie.
Corn
What
from the
about
80s.
what-
I'm trying to think of a movie from
no. What
Hellraiser,
about
The
People Under
Cemetery.
the Stairs? That came
That's
out.
the
People
80s.
Under the Stairs came out in the '90s.
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn.
People
Yeah.
Under
He's got
Texas
it, man.
Chainsaw. Don't forget about Texas Chainsaw in the 80s. Yeah, the 80s got the horror.
Nah.
The 80s got the horror movies. I give them the horror movies in action.
Texas Chainsaw.
I give you that. They had the special effects in the '80s.
And
Nah, 80s going to the 90s. I
But
give you that.
but let's be real. Let's be real about Chainsaw Massacre though. You know that was the most. Excuse my. I don't want to get us in trouble, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't care. That is the most whitest movie I ever seen in my goddamn life. Ain't no.
Thank you.
Man,
Man, that's for,
I need fact. I want to say something. They all should have died because they were stupid. Just for their stupidity, they should have died. I hate to say it like that. You watch the movie.
I ain't even like, ain't no nigga sitting in here with this spit joint and twisting the neck around. It's not about to happen. You
Nah, so
Come on, man. Texas Chainsaw Bro. They guardian angel was throwing them like alley hoops. They was just listening. They was just walking
if you
away.
want to compare that, how can I take that movie serious if I'm getting chased by what's it, mankind? My man look like mankind. Yeah, my man just like mankind chasing me around.
This nigga get chased by Big Foley.
My man, come on, my man's like 300-400 pounds. You telling me that nigga that's
Cactus Jack out here.
come on? You
Man, you gotta be a strong individual to chase somebody with a chainsaw, bro.
You telling me a man
He's
that's
like running
300
through
pounds?
fields.
Yeah.
You telling me a man that's 300 pounds with no shape or form is chasing somebody like us?
talk your shit,
I just want to ask that question. Come on,
Man, they gotta sell it, man. They got, you know, they got the whole
You know them inbred people got that
turn around the corner.
come on. This like your real life. Come
You know,
on.
the
This like
80s horror
This like
every 80s horror
Michael
movie had this stereotype. You run, you fall, or you go around the corner, you think the coast is clear, and the guy's right behind you. I don't know why they did it. It was very lazy writing.
Because they white. They white.
Yeah.
You don't see no black
And that's
person
why
live back behind.
And that's why I hated the fucking 80s, because they was doing the same shit over and over again. I'm like, yo, you go through this fucking corner one more time. No, that nigga slashing and dancing.
What I never understood was like they'd run for like 2 minutes and think the coast is clear and just stand there and get killed. I was like,
No. I got something better than that. Oh no, my favorite is when they get in the car. When they get in the car, they never look in the back seat. They never look behind the back seat, and the killer's there.
No. The journey kill me is when they get in the car.
Yeah,
and they never check for the keys. They just automatically just take the ignition. No, motherfucker, you know damn well they're not in the ignition.
Who runs to a car without a key? Like, what the fuck?
They was thinking in the future, bruh. They had that push button.
man, you don't understand. Say when your adrenaline pumping, the panic kick in. You know what I mean? You don't think straight. You think stupid.
And that's another thing I hate about that movie.
Josh,
the 80s horror film.
Ain't no way you running from like a fucking festival and you like, you know what? This is the first car. I'm gonna run to it and I'm gonna think the key is in the motherfucking key rest or something. No,
you ain't gonna do that.
There's no doing
No,
that.
the worst is about the horror movies when they be like, you know what? I hear weird noise. Let's go investigate. Like two people are missing already, bro. Like what?
But the thing that killed me the most is when these motherfuckers be running. They literally be running. They see this empty ass hallway or like a little driveway or something. These motherfuckers take the stairs. Why the fuck you taking the stairs?
I'm a back. Stay. Look, listen. The whole time I hear some weird noises. The next thing beside me is a spoon and a shovel. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even know if the shovel's going to do any work. Do I want to go see that noise? Do I take the shovel or the spoon? You know what? I'm going to protect myself. I'm out.
Babe.
Like, it's stupid. Like,
or they stay in a damn house. I swear Paranormal Activity was going to be the shortest movie in history. I swear it was.
Tay, you don't understand. You paying the mortgage and the HOA fee. You staying in the house.
I don't get.
You and the ghost gonna have to work things out, man. You gonna have to give them an electric bill or something, the gas bill or something. Help take out the trash.
I'm joking. So y'all still on the 80s stuff. So from the 80s,
I'm like, hey, look, if I ain't got that thing on me and I can't get to it, you know what? I'm just going to head out. Ain't no way I'm gonna try.
Every haunted horror movie starts the same way. It's like this family that moved in, and the house is like so cheap, and it's like a huge house. It's like, oh, why is the house so cheap? Oh, somebody died in it.
I can't agree with that because not on Friday the 13th, not on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th 1 and 2 started off totally different.
Yeah, but See that, but the thing with Friday the 13th, his ass came back because they let his ass drown.
Hey, my man drowned. My man came back with a vengeance. You killed my mother. Oh yeah, I'm killing everybody. Killing everybody.
Not only did y'all niggas let me drown in the goddamn ocean, in the goddamn Crystal Lake. You gonna let me drown in Crystal Lake? You gonna kill my mom, leave me to drown. Not only drown, I'm disfigured as a motherfucker on top of that.
Hey, but I got another question for all y'all. But remember in Halloween, Michael Myers didn't play in one of the Halloweens? Like Jason,
Yeah,
Jason is not in all the Freddy's. I mean, not on
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
Friday 13th. Yeah.
But no, I got a trick question for both of y'all. So what was the better movie out of the franchise? Terminator 1 or Terminator 2?
2.
Two.
Two. Terminator 2
Two.
was better.
Ooh.
I
2.
like
I go with
Terminator
2.
2, but the only
One.
reason I gotta go,
Two.
2 is the best. 2
I
is
still
one of
like
the best
Terminator
sequels.
2, but
One of the best sequels.
Yeah.
Period.
Just like
I still
I said another great
I
sequel
like
is Aliens. Not from Alien.
Yeah,
Aliens.
I would like to say like
yeah,
definitely two.
Aliens 2 is better than 1.
Exactly. Like the sequels did hit better because I think recording wise, production wise, it helped it a lot. And I don't know so much about the writing because there was a lot of action going on in both movies. Alien probably had a little bit more dialogue, but yeah, part twos were definitely hitting that spot because they grossed a lot. Like it was always playing. They was always playing part two. Always playing part two. You rarely even see part one. You wouldn't even know you were watching part one when he came on.
I would say they did exception. A lot of 2s don't do better than 1s.
Godfather Part 2 was
Yeah,
good.
because
Well, Godfather
Don't
Part
sleep
2
on
is
Godfather Part
classic.
2.
2 was
I
a
would
Godfather,
classic.
that might be one of the greatest
But
sequels. I
a lot
gotta
of
think.
people put over 2 though, just because the action.
so just like those two movies,
Just those two.
and piggybacking what he said from a sequel. Usually sequels is ass.
Yeah,
So
can I give you an example? RoboCop 1 and 2. I pick 1 all day.
okay, it was a great introductory, but when you think about sequels that develop the story from the first movie and still be more interesting than the first, you have to throw those in, and especially in that genre in that era. Like
I think I
it was
But
know.
they
so
do. But I'm just saying, a lot of them failed though.
that was
Another
ass.
one, your boy Iron Man. First one way better than the second one.
Iron Man 2 wasn't good at all. Or the third one.
I ain't like none of Iron Man 1 was the better one.
Look, I try to play
But I
my
wasn't
man.
a fan.
First of all,
Second and third was trash, bro. Let's just admit it. It was mid at best.
Iron Man is what
Only
made me
Iron Man 2 only got that one scene,
I
baby.
couldn't
Iron Man 2
motherfucker
only got that one
first
scene.
Batman movie to say y'all goddamn life. How many Batman movies had?
Hey, but you can't lie. But
Batman Returns was fire, brother. I don't know what you're
How
talking
many
about.
Hey,
Batman y'all had?
hey,
And Batman Robin
The
was
Dark
trash.
Knight was amazing.
With Victor
You want to
Priest
keep going on
and Arnold
second Batman
Schwarzenegger.
movies? Like, what the
Who
fuck?
opened up the
Batman
door
1 was
for
Batman
you to
1 is
have a
better.
multiverse? Marvel,
Hey,
Iron Man.
hey, you know why? B, don't get mad
Thank
because Batman movie is a better movie than Iron Man. Just leave it alone, bro.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
know
He was just
it's bad.
he wanted
Batman is better.
he's
When you
on
watch
down
Iron
that
Man, when
hill.
you
He's
watch
down this hill.
no, I'm not. No. I like the
Michael
kid who
Keaton.
played Iron Man, but when you watch Iron Man franchise, okay, cool, he about to fight another
you.
robot.
I guarantee you when it come out, it's gonna be trash.
It might be
That nigga
comedy.
washed up, bro. Nobody want to see that nigga no.
I'm gonna be realistic. The new Batman,
Just like that Joker. Just like that Joker shit.
the new
You really
Batman
think
movie
that
was
guy
better
was
than the
better
Iron
than
Man
Jack
movie.
Nicholson?
Easy.
Nigga,
Easy. That's not even a discussion.
all the way back
You are.
And
years ago.
give me Jack.
Give me
I'm
Jack. Now the
Yeah,
young
Jack
boy
Nicholson,
killed himself.
but
He
but
should
but
have
this,
been.
this what I'm trying to tell you. If you could, what was trash?
That's why all these new movies that's about to come out about to be trash from DC.
All the Marvel movies
Because I
about to come
can't
out was
find a
trash.
bet. It's okay.
Marvel been trash, man. They been hitting.
This like
Marvel been
Black
missing
Panther
a
2
lot,
was
bro.
some trash. Black Panther 2 was trash.
Yeah, but like,
Why?
All right, I
I
would
said
say
I watched.
trash. It wasn't as good as the first. I give you that
It wasn't
because
better than Woman
Marvel
one.
King.
It
killed
wasn't as
all
It
the
good.
wasn't better than
stars
Woman
off.
King.
Like,
It
who's the
wasn't even better
star
than
Marvel?
Woman King.
Nah, seriously,
None
who's
of
the
them
star
females was
Marvel
on.
right now? Who's the star Marvel? Iron Man gone. Spider Man gone.
Captain
Captain
America
America
gone.
gone.
There ain't gonna be no more Hawks. Thor
Nah,
gone.
they do.
Like
They
who's
doing
the
another
star
Hulk movie.
Marvel right now? Who's the star?
Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man
Gotta be
movie.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man movie.
Gotta
The
be
Spider-Man,
first two
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man,
movies
only
was
one.
trash. The first two Spider-Man movies was trash. The last Spider-Man in the 2000s was trash. The original Spider-Man from the early 2000s is better than the new Spider-Man. The last Spider-Man movie was decent, but the other before then, No Way Home was trash. And I'm gonna tell you how it was trash. If you look it up, the
How was
Come
it
video
on.
trash?
game made
You said the original ones was trash, like the
no,
Sam
no, no, no,
Raimi?
no, 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 no. I'm talking about the one from like the late 2000s. The dude is playing Spider-Man
Oh,
now.
the
The
Andrew
guy who plays
The
Garfield
early
one.
2000 one.
no, I'm talking about the guy who played the No Way Home. What
Early
is it? No
2000.
Way Home? Yeah, no, I'm talking about the late 2000s. I'm talking about the guy who's playing Spider-Man now. The dude who plays Spider-Man
Tom
now. The
Holland.
best Spider-Man movie. Tom Holland Spider. The first two Spider-Mans he played in sucked. I'm gonna tell you how it sucked. You look it up. The video game made more money than the movie. When you ever hear a movie makes more money than the movie, Spider-Man video game made more money than the movie, and so the movie was trash. And then it had Iron Man in the movie to pump it up, and it was still trash. Come on, bro. Oh yeah, Mike gone off the thing. Cause Mike is a hater. Mike. Mike
Yeah, hated the. Oh no, the whole thing. I was like the '80s got something to say. '80s, in every category. You know, I'll debate music '80s and '90s all day long
at the
too.
90s.
80s and 90s
If you
music.
look at
Music
the
wise.
90s movies, you talking about rap wise?
Well,
Rap,
90s, that's when hip hop
I
took a
agree
big leap.
because
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
That in
the
90s,
90s
hip
had the
hop took
best
a big
rap.
leap.
I mean, popularity, yes. Sales, yes. I would say that. Yes.
There's no record label to this day can compete with any record label back in the 90s.
What you talking about, Def Jam?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about like Pro. Death Row was on top. You had Wu
they
Tang was on
ain't
top.
better than
Like
Def
I'm
Jam
talking
in
about
the
back then.
'80s. You know, Def Jam in the '80s had.
Nah, I'm not talking about Def Jam from the 80s. Def Jam from the
That's
80s
what
fell
I said,
off
man.
after a
Def
while.
Jam had a
Nobody,
monopoly on hip hop.
nobody,
Yeah, but
nobody
you
was
got
competing with Biggie.
They had like all the talent,
Name
bro.
me anybody from the 80s when Biggie came out that was competing against Biggie. Nobody. Who was competing against Biggie? Because even
LL
if
Cool
you look
J,
at the
that's
80s to
about
the
me.
90s, fuck out of here. That's why they didn't make him the president of Def Jam. That's why he left because Jay-Z took over. Come on.
I
Biggie
mean,
killed.
Jay-Z first single was in '89,
But I'm saying though, in the
But
90s, you think about it.
Jay-Z is a late bloomer,
Name me.
though.
yeah, very late.
He a
But
late
I got
bloomer.
you. But he still came. He still came out in the product of the 90s. If you compare the 90s
Yeah,
to the
I
90s to
get
the
that.
80s, there's no
I get
comparison.
that. I get that.
But you gotta give the
Hip
80s a
hop
little curve.
in '94.
But you gotta give the 80s a little curve because hip hop wasn't that big, though. It wasn't even that many hip hop radio
But
stations.
you gotta think about
Yeah.
too, though.
90s is when hip hop took a huge step, like
Yeah.
you record
Like
labels started
I get it.
investing in it. That's
I
why I
get it.
get 80s, you gotta grade them on a curve.
Yeah. But also the 80s.
Well, we talking about like classics and talent. I mean,
No.
We
You
talking
talking
about rap lyrics, period. We talking about rap
We
lyrics.
talking about that 80s
You
slow.
have Rakim. You have
people
Rakim.
wasn't fucking Rakim.
We have Rakim. We have a couple of different people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I give you the
Big
80s,
Daddy
but
Kane.
the 90s, you still, to me,
90s had better.
to
I
me,
would say the 90s had better rappers.
Yeah, because
The 90s had better rappers.
I say because they pushed the envelope. They pushed the envelope.
But you also gotta think about it.
Nah. So if you say you'll push the envelope, so we pushing the envelope. So who's giving props to Will Smith from coming up with the song from Freddy Krueger? I'm not a big fan of Will Smith. He came out in the 80s. So we acknowledging him too in the rap game from the 80s.
He was a
Nah,
comedy.
but you know, Will
He did get the
Bruh,
first
I
Grammy
don't
ever for
care.
hip
I
hop.
don't care.
He
That's
did get
not
the
He's the
first
first
Grammy
hip hop
ever for hip
Grammy.
I
He
can,
did
I
get
can
the first
piggy, I
Grammy
can
for hip
piggyback
hop.
off that.
we gonna play
Actually,
some.
that is a fact. Will Smith was a hardcore rapper, and a lot of
In the
his
80s.
shit was actually
In the 80s.
pushed to the side.
He wasn't no hardcore rapper.
But they
Parents
wanted him
just
to
don't
be a
understand
household
it.
What?
That's why the Biggie
What was hardcore from Will
Let's
Smith? I
just
want to
say
hear
my
this.
9mm go bang
it's a
or
Biggie
something.
and Will Smith track that's out there, and it's trap, and only person that has it is Will Smith.
Yeah. What, I'm not. I'm
This
like I said.
mythical, this
If the
urban
problem of the
legend.
80s, the 80s had a lot of one-hit wonders that rap. I don't know.
In
90s
the
to me
90s
had the
did
better
that? In the 90s didn't?
No,
90s had one hit
from the,
wonders too.
no.
A lot
I
of them.
understand the will. No, I got you. 80s.
I can give you one every year.
I know, but you look at the '90s from the groups, but when rap really took off, you had Bone, you had Death Row, you had Bad Boys, Death Row was
All the
killing
people you
Bad
named
Boys.
ain't bigger than Run DMC was.
Run DMC came from the '80s. There was nobody else bigger than them in the '80s. Aside from you got Slick Rick was back then. You had LL
You
Cool
got
J, but
80s,
yeah,
80s,
but
and
that's
He
it.
was up
80s.
there.
That's it.
You gotta look
That's
at the
it.
80s
After the
though as the
'80s,
whole. 90s was more competitive, in my opinion, with the 80s.
oh,
Yes, definitely.
Not even close. It's not even close.
Definitely. Because
oh,
Def Jam ain't had that stranglehold. There was more
just
labels
like
coming out. And more other
like
labels
NWA.
wanting to invest in them.
And like just like NWA came out with in the '80s, going into the '90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like most of the good rap came
Straight
out
Outta
when
Compton came
after
out
that.
in the 80s. That was their best
Yeah,
album.
well,
I mean,
yeah. Then after that, look at the trend. Cause remember we went from when let this out, man. I don't know. I say for me, I think the '90s was better to me. That's all.
The '90s was more
as far as hip hop, yes, I would say as far as hip hop because I just
versatile.
the
Like you
best
said,
year in hip hop history is '94 to me.
it was more peaceful
Ain't
music.
nothing fuck with '94.
Streets was
You
hard.
said
Nah,
What
hold
so
on,
about
hold on,
what?
hold
96?
on.
What about
My brother is
'94? What
saying
about
What
Wu
about
Tang?
96?
You forget about Wu Tang?
96, bro. You can't forget about
What
96.
about
I
Wu
mean, you
Tang?
had Illmatic, you had Reason,
98 too, bro? You
you had
forget about
Biggie
era.
first
Don't forget
album.
about 98.
was
the
fire.
GOAT.
And then,
All right,
but that's what
so
I'm trying to tell you.
word
From
for
the
word,
'90s,
the GOAT came out in the '90s.
Who, Jay? He came out in
Yeah,
the '80s,
word for
but he
word.
bloomed in
Just
the
your word.
'90s.
who's the GOAT in the
And who's
'80s?
better? And who's
Who's the
better?
GOAT in the '80s?
Who was the
LL
GOAT
Cool
in the
J,
Slick.
80s?
Rakim. It gotta
Yeah,
be
it'll
LL
be
Cool J, Rakim or something.
Big
Maybe
Um,
Daddy Kane.
Rakim.
Big
I'll probably say
No was
Rakim.
it was
Yeah, cause Big Daddy came when did this thing. LA
was
Big
Cool
Daddy
J with
Kane was
me.
the lyricist.
Cool G Rap.
And,
Cool G Rap.
Cool G Rap came out in the
Uh,
'90s, bruh.
90.
Slick Rick, Slick Rick.
I want to say,
A lot of artists right off Slick
that came
Rick.
out in the '90s. That thing came
if
out
you
in
want to
the
go
late
on
'80s.
sales and popularity,
It was the
it might
first
be
like real
It's
LL.
LL.
hard bass
LL.
LL.
album.
If you want to go,
DMC
After
was the
if you
king.
want to go
Run
lyrics,
Yeah, I'm
DMC
if
was
you
the
about to
take
say
king.
if you
it
take
might be
LL from the
everybody.
Rakim.
'80s, who else do you
We
have?
be saying
Who else
Cool
do you
G Rap
have?
like everybody keep doing
Run
that nigga
DMC, Rakim.
rap is
Beastie
Ah, man,
Boys.
you
about
Uh,
that shit
man,
ain't
man,
that
man,
shit ain't
name
Big
me
Daddy.
5 songs from
Those are
Run
the only three I
DMC.
can
Name
think
me
of.
five
Like I'm
songs
talking
right
about
there
like
from Run
star
DMC
power,
that you listen
impact.
to.
You said
Cool
5
G Rap
songs. What?
like old head
Name me
music.
5 songs from Run
Old
DMC
head.
that you still listen to
Good.
this day.
I mean, I listened
I
to
don't
his
even listen.
Trippy. I
That's
listened
what
to
I'm trying
my
to tell
Hey,
you.
bro.
Adidas.
Hey, bro, I was
I
barely
To this
alive when
day,
they
you
came
still
out.
be in
hip
the
hop.
car
Hey, bro,
pumping
I was
that. You be
barely
in the
alive
car
when they
right there
came out.
pumping that.
I was like in a crib somewhere.
I mean, I do listen to Run
Nope.
DMC
Right
still.
on the
I
cusp.
listen to Down
Those
with the
originals.
King. I mean,
1989. This album
I do
Down with
came
the
out
listen
Kings
to
is
Run
not from
DMC.
Down from the
dead or
Kings is from
alive.
the '90s.
Not
That's what Onyx. That's from the '90s. That's what's
live
Onyx.
and let
That's
God.
on
Down
Onyx.
with the King.
That's not
Down,
from
Down with the King is the
Down with the
'90s. Yes,
Kings.
'93.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's not Run DMC. That's the Onyx.
Like Nas.
Nah, that was Run DMC. They was
No,
on there.
that was on.
That
That
was
was
they
on Nas. That
sample.
was on. Oh, they split. Oh, they split the
It came
album.
on
So
the
that
Who's the
was.
Man. It came out on the Who's the Man soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
But that was still on. That they put it on the Onyx CD too.
Yeah,
They
90s
had it on
was
both albums.
but if it wasn't for
You
the
said
80s,
what?
90s goddamn rap though. It's not even an
No, it's not. It's
argument.
not.
90s goddamn rap.
R
So
and
what
B
we
is a
gonna talk
big
about?
argument. R and
Lyrical
B is a
It's
big
not
content,
even an
argument.
or
argument.
we gonna talk about
R&B is a big
R&B,
argument.
you can make a better argument with R&B.
R
I would do R&B
oh
for you.
R&B? Niggas
Yeah,
'90s. What the fuck?
yes, Stevie Wonder. You had Prince. You
Stevie,
had
yeah,
Michael
Stevie
Jackson.
was,
You
yeah,
had
buddy.
Prince,
You had
Michael
Bobby
Jackson, the
Williams.
Thriller album. Are you serious,
Think
bro?
What?
Bro,
about
you
it
got
now.
chill. You got
Think
chill.
about
You
this
been
though.
the 80s got 80s R&B can give 90s competition.
You got Luther.
Wow.
Come on,
Tough
man.
one. This is
who
a tough
listen
one.
to
This is a
Luther?
tough
They
one.
can get because they got all the classic
'80s only
OGs.
had
That's the only reason.
R&B. So that was what they was known for.
Huh?
When it came
You
to
might
the
want to talk somewhere
'90s,
else. You too.
whole time that's when the fucking
90s is more
Universal
known for the
and
group though.
actually
What happened was the 80s was more about,
Universal
like loving the chick. 90s was about
made
fucking.
better.
It was about smashing.
R.
I'm not
Kelly.
gonna knock
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly.
R. Kelly.
The
I'm going
trend,
with
the
R.
trend
Kelly.
for
R.
music
Kelly to me is the
Neo
changed.
GOAT.
Soul was '80s.
R.
'90s was
Kelly.
R&B, and
R. Kelly is the GOAT of that
there's
era.
R. Kelly,
no
unpopular
R.
opinion.
Kelly.
R.
there,
Kelly is the GOAT.
that's it.
Forgot about Rick
It's
James.
not
R. Kelly.
popular. It's very
There's
popular. It's
I
no
can't
like
make no better.
such thing.
people just don't say it because
He's canceled, so you can't
R.
really
Kelly.
you can't mention Robert
Ain't
Kelly.
nobody gonna take that. No one's saying that it was anywhere close to being the same type of R&B. I'm just saying that '80s had had some hitters. Like
Yeah, no,
he
even
Eighties
Prince
had
is
no sleep.
yeah,
came
get
You had
man.
Prince,
Come
Michael Jackson,
on.
the Thriller
was
album. I
Ricky
don't
more
even
Beverly
heard.
and
Like
Maze.
The
R&B.
eighties,
Come
the
on,
eighties
man.
got some.
Michael Jackson's not R&B,
he's a
bro. I
banjo
can't say
Yes,
player.
Michael
he
Y'all
Jackson
is.
is
y'all
R&B.
listen to
He's
his
classified as
Bread
R&B in
Always
the
album.
charts.
He has his
Pop
rhythm and blues. If you didn't,
on the Billboard charts. It was just something they said that was trendy.
When you look him up, they call him a pop star. He was pop. He don't have no. He don't.
Thriller is the highest selling R&B album of all
Yeah,
time.
Michael
Look at
definitely
But I don't know why they
Thriller is
labeled
the
as
highest
R.
selling R&B album.
I got you. I don't know why they labeled that as an R&B CD. Nobody, come on, right now. Let's do this. Right now, you call a female right now over to your house, and you about to have sex with her. And you
80s,
pull on
nah,
Michael
bro, you
Jackson.
sleeping on
You
the
put on
80s.
Michael
80s
Jackson, throw
has
the
some good
out.
R&B.
No.
Hey, you funny as shit.
Hey,
You put on Michael. You put on Michael
Put on
Jackson. You
that
about to be a chick. And I
PYT.
bet
He a real G. Put on PYT, nigga.
nah,
Put on
that's funny
Liberian
though.
Girl. Hey, that just smooth the
Because the 80s,
Liberian Girl. Liberian
because the
Girl.
80s, you had some decent groups in the 80s.
Yes.
these groups.
You had
Yeah,
great
You
groups
had,
in
you
the
had
80s.
what?
Yeah,
You had the
Jodeci.
Gap Band. You
No,
had the
Jodeci.
Barge.
You had
You
New
had Bobby
Edition.
Brown, New
Yeah.
Edition.
Bob. Yeah.
But they still not
Nick
They still
Edition.
not better than R. Kelly. They still not better than R. Kelly.
You
All the
had the
people you naming are
System.
not better than R.
System was
Kelly.
a very underrated group from the
I
80s.
know,
Cisco,
nigga. They
Cisco,
not.
come on.
They not.
They not. He not better than. He's not better than R. Kelly.
You had the Whispers.
Bigs, nigga.
Nah, the 80s had some good. I listened to some 80s music, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Sade. Yeah, no, 80s had some
Tell
good
you.
R&B, bro.
I know that was you. What's up, G?
They had Teddy Pendergrass.
My
I
girl
ain't
out
know,
here.
bro. They got Teddy. They had Teddy too, bro. Little TKO came out in the 80s, bro.
Bruh. I'm not
I
saying
still
that.
live down the way.
I
I
don't know, bro.
back down the way. Yeah, I'm back. I'm in Landover now. Oh no, I'm about to be thinking about moving back up here.
Yeah. So
Just hit me. Yeah, you
Might
got
have
my
been-
information. Hit me. What's wrong?
I don't know, man.
80s had some, but
It's Chaka Khan. Young
I was
Johnny.
say 80s had some classic people, but I rather listen to 90s R&B music. I'm just
Thank you.
yeah, I'm
this
about
is
to
my
say, I'd rather
preference.
listen to
If
90s.
I was playing
Come on.
music, I'd
You
rather
play to
listen
the
to
80s.
90s R&B.
You
I don't know.
play to the 80s classics, and you look at the 80s how they was. I gotta go with R. Kelly. I go with R. Kelly then Prince.
Only thing about you playing R. Kelly, you gotta check IDs. That's the only thing about R. Kelly. You just gotta check
And bro, you wrong.
IDs.
If you're gonna say that, you
Hey,
might
bro,
as
you
well don't
wild.
even say Def Jam. You might as well don't even say Def Jam because the Def Jam, I don't know. His wife, he groomed her when she was 13 or 14.
Yeah. Everybody.
So he redshirted?
Yeah.
He was redshirting her in the high school?
Man, he passed redshirt her.
Damn, man.
All right,
It was the
man.
90s.
Your man had an enrollment program for her.
We're gonna continue this next week with music, though. We're gonna continue this.
Music wise, I think I'm gonna give it the 90s R&B. I'm gonna give it the 90s R&B.
Nah, 80s.
I'm gonna give it the 90s.
You got any L's or anything else before we end it?
Any L's of the week?
Any L's, anything like that?
Really off the top of my head, bro. DMF
no,
was
we got-
good. Other than that, not really off the top of my head.
Did you see that? Did y'all? Anyone of y'all see the new boxing game they about to drop? The Undisputed they dropped on YouTube for all the boxing jump. Did anybody see that shit?
Yeah, they put it on Steam a minute ago. I'm a huge boxing fan. I'm a huge game fan. Yeah, I seen it. I
How
don't
y'all
like
feel about
it
that?
now. It's still not better than Fight Night Champion yet.
I just need a new boxing game.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's what
Champion is still good. They did a lot of downloaded rosters. You can get everybody.
Anybody watch XFL?
Huh?
I'm trying to give it a watch.
No.
Anybody
Man,
watch XFL? I'm trying to give
You're
it a
about to
watch.
go ahead and watch this Jake Paul fight.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
pay for it? Hey man, you gotta take that L. You paid for it.
Nah, it's all right now. We're gonna see it. Whoever loses is gonna be hell of the week next week for even having this fight.
Did anybody ever watch the what is it called? Did anybody watch the game 2 days ago when the Kings had they had the highest like overtime ever? 170.
Yeah, that's why today's game is hard to watch for me.
Yeah. Just like football. Certain things. Just like now, I don't know. There's a lot of Cowboys on the phone. I'm just being honest. Just like now, I hate the Cowboys. I'm not a fan of the Cowboys, but I like the Cowboys of the '90s better than I like the Cowboys of the today.
You always like the Cowboys better than the 90s. They actually had somebody that was like capable of doing it as coach. They actually had the balls to tell Jerry Jones shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
And no, I have one thing. Who do you think was the better wide receiver in the NFL? T.O. or
T.O.
Randy Moss?
I know he's gonna say
I think
T.O.
T.O. was
T.O.
Number
You know why?
I think
Because
T.O. was
Moss didn't go across the middle. T.O. did.
yeah.
T.O. was more well-rounded as wide receiver. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
Moss
Randy
was just
Moss
he was just a
on
flat
that
route.
fly,
He wasn't run. He ain't
and
run
every,
all the routes in the route tree like T.O. did.
I'm sorry.
yeah. And every team he went to, he was productive. Like even in his late stage of his career, he was still productive. He went to
Yeah,
Cincinnati at
he
1,000
was
yards.
he was an all pro with 3 different teams. I think like the
Yeah.
only man that ever did it next to one other person, I believe.
Yeah.
It was you had Jerry Rice who wanted to do. Oh, damn, Jerry Rice played for what 3 or 4 different teams.
Jerry Rice to go. He either go.
Jerry Rice to go.
He
It's
played
not
for
even.
damn. He played for San Francisco, the Raiders, Seattle,
And the
Yeah,
Broncos.
we
They
don't
cut
count
him
them
in the
late years.
Broncos.
Did he play with the Broncos, right? When the Broncos,
Yeah, they cut him.
Did he
Yeah,
play?
but he
Yeah,
made the practice. Yeah, then he got cut.
and
That's when he retired. Right after that.
And then what else? Who else we can go on that subject? Just like
yeah. T.O. is second. I say it's Rice T.O. Then you can give it to Moss.
man, my top 3 will be my top 3. I'm a T.O. I like T.O., but I'm gonna still say Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and
Yeah,
then T.O.
I can see why you give it to Moss. I mean, he's like the biggest deep ball threat in NFL history. You give him that. He'll go up and go get it.
Then yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, thank you, man. But you gotta think about it too. When you think about that, and then just like in basketball, just like, oh no, I have a comment to ask y'all. Your man Shaq made a comment, and I want to have y'all answer this. Shaq made a comment saying his team with him and Kobe would have beat the Bulls when they went 72 and what, 10? Do y'all agree on that?
No.
They wouldn't have won. The Bulls team was more stacked. They was more well-rounded.
yeah, because
The
Dennis
Bulls was
Rodman
more
was.
well-rounded. Because you had
Shaq,
Dennis
I
Rodman.
think Shaq, like small centers, like undersized centers, gave Shaq problems. Like Ben Wallace, Rodman would have gave him problems all day long. He would have fouled out,
Plus,
got tackled.
he's a terrible free throw shooter, so they would just foul him to the point where he
And, you
couldn't
know,
hit free throws.
Kobe and MJ kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah.
So it would just leave up to Pippen to get his, and whoever opened the track would have likely Steve Kerr.
What about Harper? Harper was still that guy. Harper shut down.
He was a veteran by then. He wasn't like the Hopper with the Cavaliers.
But he still gave some points off the bench.
He played defense. He played great defense. And that's another thing, too. The Bulls had a great defensive team, too.
And I don't think Kobe would have shut down. I don't think Kobe would have gave Jordan a problem.
They would have canceled each other out.
They would have canceled.
I don't agree with that because remember the last time Jordan went to the playoffs and won championship. The Lakers had a chance to beat Utah, and Kobe choked up and missed the shot. So no,
It's the second year in the league.
That was young Kobe, though.
If Carmelo gave Kobe and Shaq a problem, I can't.
Carmelo gave everybody problems. He was like the second best power forward in the league behind Barkley.
Yeah, he was a problem on and off the court. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, piece of shit. Fuck him. But yeah.
Man, like I say, I'm just not agreeing with all that.
I don't see the Lakers beating the Bulls.
No, they wouldn't. No.
I don't see the Lakers beating the Bulls.
No.
Yeah, I can't even tell your team could have.
I get the Rockets a better argument.
Nah.
Who's going to stop Hakeem?
That would have been a good championship game.
Yeah, that would have been a
That
good
would have been a good championship. Rockets versus the Bulls.
They probably would. That series probably would have went 4-2. The Bulls would have still came on top.
The Bulls still would have won, but that would have been a better.
The series would have been 4-2.
No.
I ain't going to say they would have won automatically like that.
Yeah.
Rockets had shooters and everything. They had
shooters. They had shooters. Like, not just shoot.
Kenny Smith, Mario Ellie. Yeah, they had shooters.
You couldn't leave.
I'm going to say the Bulls probably still win.
It'd have been very. This Hakeem would have took over. That's the thing. Who would have stopped Hakeem?
Yeah.
The Luke Longley.
Who would have stopped?
Bill Winnington.
And that's what I say. I just can't see the Rockets beating them. Only team came close to beating the Bulls, and that was all for Jordan playing baseball was Orlando.
And that went down to the wire. It went down to the wire. Yeah, for us. Talk about 45.
Yeah, Jordan was tired.
Maybe the Suns is probably the toughest opponent they played.
Yeah.
Probably so long. The Sonics had no shot. You didn't say the Supersonics. Supersonics had no shot. Supersonics had no shot.
Yeah, they did.
No,
They
Supersonics had
did.
no shot. They had no
I
shot.
swear they lost game 5 on purpose so they
Only
went at home.
only team I
Supersonics
think.
was a exciting team to watch. They weren't gonna beat the Bulls. The Bulls
Yeah.
beat them in every
Nah,
Yeah,
game.
only teams I can say
them
would have gave
old
the
heads
Bulls
on
the
that
hardest
team.
time. Only team I think would have gave the Bulls a hard time in the NBA history would probably been Golden State when they had Kevin Durant. They would have gave the Bulls a hard time.
Yeah,
Double, and then when the
Pippen and
Bull
Durant went to the matchup to see.
damn, I keep forgetting about this team. You gotta
Pippen and
take that
Durant.
back.
Ooh, Pippen
Oh
and
no
Durant.
no
All
no.
right.
That's another
You
team
can't
y'all
stop
keep
Durant.
forgetting
Durant
about.
one of the
It's another
yeah.
team y'all keep forgetting about that was stacked. What about the Heat when they had Shaq, Alonzo, Tim Hardaway, and all that?
They too
And
old.
the way.
They too old.
No
No,
no 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 no.
they
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
was
saying
old.
that. I'm
They
not
too
saying
old.
how old
was
when they
on their
won the
last leg.
championship. No, I'm saying they won the championship. I'm just saying when they was in
Yeah, but
that
D
year
Wade
they played.
carried them though. D Wade put the
I know.
jumper cables
I
on his
got
back.
you, but no, I got you. But they still would probably gave a Bull a good competition in the playoff. They wouldn't have got pulled. They
They
got
may have won
The
one game.
first
swept.
They
2
would have
games would have been close, but that would have been a sweep.
Nah, at least
I
would
would
have seen
say
them at
5.
least
The Bulls in
two.
5. The Bulls will win in 5.
I would probably say sweep
They
for
probably would have
real.
won one or two. I can't try to think. Bulls never swept nobody in the championship. They never swept nobody in the championship. They always took a loss. They always won one or two games. They always lost one or two games.
I don't think
Yeah, I
nobody.
remember the road there was more grueling. Like they were late games back then.
They
Like
was like
now,
games.
you got people sweeping the whole playoffs damn near. Now you in the
But
fighter, you might lose 1 or 2 games. Back then, they was going to game 5s and game 7s like every series. Like making it out the East in the '90s was killer. Because you had to play Reggie in Indiana. You had to play the fucking Knicks.
nah, the net no. Only people you had to worry about in the '90s was the Knicks and then the Pacers probably. Other than that, the East was a pushover. East ain't had no competition. They ain't the competition from now to then. They ain't had no competition. The competition now in the
I'm
East
trying
is
to think.
better.
Yeah, he had a point, bro. No, Charlotte. Come on.
It was the Charlotte was
Nah.
Charlotte.
No one Larry
No.
Johnson?
It was an exciting team to watch, but they weren't gonna beat
Bill
the
Curry?
Bulls, bro. The Bulls. There was no team back there in the East. The
Nah.
Knicks is probably the closest team that could have beat
Yeah,
the
it'll
Bulls.
be the Knicks. It will be the Knicks.
The Knicks is the closest thing. And they couldn't score a
It'll
lot.
be the
Knicks couldn't score a lot.
Knicks and Pacers. Knicks and Pacers. That's it. Knicks and Pacers.
The Pacers can't beat the Bulls,
Come on,
bro.
When you have the
Come on,
Wizards going to the
the Bulls are
playoffs,
too stacked, bro. That
you had-
team's too stacked, bro.
come on, you had the Bullets go to the playoffs and Cleveland go to the playoffs far in the back of the '90s. So no,
The '94 Bullets had a squad though. What are you talking about?
they couldn't beat the Bulls. I'm a Bulls fan.
Nobody
They
could
couldn't
beat the Bulls, right, bro?
Yeah, they weren't gonna beat the damn
I'm
Bulls.
sorry, nobody
No.
could beat the Bulls like that.
If you look at their
Nobody
roster, they had a squad. They had Weber, they had Rasheed, they had Ben Wallace, they had Robert Pack, Calvin
That team
Chain.
was just in a bad era with Jordan. They needed Jordan to retire for them to win.
Yeah.
pretty much,
Like Bullets had a squad in '94.
and still lost. Golden State squad was better than the Bullet squad. The Golden State squad from the original '90s, the '80s to the '90s.
Come
was better
on,
than the
Run TMC, that's all they had.
Nah,
They
Golden
had
State
Tim
was
Hardaway.
Everybody in
They
'94.
had
Golden
Tim
State was
Hardaway.
low-key
They had
trash.
Spreewell, Weber.
Yeah.
They were
Oh,
trash.
you talking about that? You talking about that team?
They had star players, but they weren't gonna win though.
I'm not saying that, but they team was better than the Bullets. The Bullets team, that team was better than the Bullets.
'94? No, I don't know. '94
Nah, the Bullets was better, bro.
Robert Pack coming off
They couldn't beat Michael Jordan. Y'all gotta understand how dominant the Bulls was in the '90s, bro.
I do.
Hey, just like I say, I'm not with that. Y'all keep saying about the Bullets. The Bullets suck. The Bullets haven't been relevant since the '90s. Last time the Bullets was good when they had arenas out there.
You talking about? I'm about to say Gil was 09. Y'all was relevant.
Yeah,
they couldn't beat
They ain't
LeBron.
joking against LeBron.
They couldn't beat LeBron.
They couldn't beat LeBron.
They was decent with John Wall and Bill. They at least made the playoffs.
John Wall, really.
I don't know why
John
I
Wall,
hate that.
John Wall before the
Bill
injuries, he was a solid point guard, bro.
Bradley Bill the one that screwed y'all for real. Not John Wall.
You think so?
Yes.
John Wall,
John Wall, bro.
Bradley Bill never had the talent to beat him, man.
John Wall tore his ACL lifting a box moving. You know what I mean? Come on, man. He's out tore his ACL at home, bro. While warming up a hot pocket. Come on, man.
You think it's gonna be enough for?
Some people end their careers at home. It happens.
That's it,
I
though.
heard the microwave sound and tore his ACL. Come on, man.
Come on, man. I would never
John
support this.
Wall was He one of the biggest finesses of all time. He got paid
Who was the biggest
Yeah,
finesse?
to
he
be
got
injury prone.
he up
He
No,
got
there.
his bag, bro. Houston,
no,
that
I don't know. Just like I said, I think from you talking about certain teams from the '90s to now, nah. Just like
Utah.
Green Bay.
but if you look at it,
Just like
Jordan era, it wasn't a lot of great teams he
Well,
had to go up against.
Utah had a decent squad with Carlos Boozer and Darren Williams.
yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah, till
That
they
was a
drove
good
Joe.
squad, but
Yeah, till they drove Jerry Sloan to get to retire
you got
pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah,
during that time, you had the Spurs. The Spurs was pretty good out the West.
Yeah,
Spurs and the Lakers.
Spurs is very consistent
Don't
because
forget about the Spurs. Timmy.
they had that perfect transition from Robinson to Duncan. It's like no production ever fell off. That was like a perfect transition.
Yeah, and then remember they had the head case in the Rodman there too, and they changed the whole franchise up.
Yeah, it was him and Vinny Del Negro,
yep.
Avery Johnson, it, Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott was underrated.
Great defender, by the way. Very
Sean,
underrated defender.
Sean Elliott. Yeah, I agree with you there.
So we saying most overrated players. So
Most
overrated
overrated? I hate saying overrated because it takes a lot to get.
Most overrated player.
Aaron Rodgers to me.
You talking
Aaron
about football?
Rodgers,
But Aaron Rodgers, stats wise, is good. He just didn't win enough, bro. He just didn't win
He's
enough.
an all-time great.
been the one.
He's
He's still in the Hall of Fame. He's still in the Hall of Fame.
First ballot too. First ballot.
He's going first ballot.
You know how many people that's great that didn't win one?
No. I say Aaron Rodgers to me because for all the stuff Aaron Rodgers do, he's overrated to me. He only went to play. He didn't come on. There's a lot of people that went to the playoffs and did better than Aaron Rodgers. Couldn't even you say he's a greater quarterback. Look at what's the quarterback in Denver. The quarterback in Denver now. What's his name?
Russell Wilson?
Overrated.
Oh,
I actually agree with you, bro. Russell Wilson, I agree with you. Russell Wilson is overrated.
But hey, he made it to 2 and won one.
Yeah. Because they didn't want to give my man with the dreads the ball. And they
But let's be honest. The first one, that was all the defense. Russell wasn't out to do nothing, bro. Keep it 100. He had to do nothing.
But you can say the same about
Nah.
Ben. Then. If that's the case, you say the same about Ben.
I give you the first one. Second one, that was Ben.
Defense won that one though.
The first one was defense and a running game.
Second one,
you mean
defense.
That was Ben.
James Harrison won that second one.
But Ben kept him in there. That was one of the greatest Super Bowls. One of the greatest, down to the wire. I said one of them. I'm not going to say the greatest.
Like I say, I put. Okay.
Overrated.
I'm putting
Who can I
like
think
for
of
me.
as overrated?
I'm putting Tom Brady over Aaron Rodgers any day.
Tom Brady's the greatest.
Tom Brady is the greatest.
He's the greatest.
Yeah.
He's the greatest.
Pat Mahomes is the closest part to catch him. Pat Mahomes is the closest to catch him.
Yeah. I get
I mean, if we want to be controversial, me personally, I was always like Peyton Manning was overrated, but I know he's great. I won't say Peyton Manning, but he was always great. I mean, but he is the
I'm
most
talking about overrated. You talking about NFL wise or just sports in general?
Oh no! I know who was no Flacco. Flacco was an overrated quarterback, and they pumped him up in Baltimore. Flacco was the most overrated quarterback I ever.
He was a 1 year wonder. He was a 1 year wonder.
Nah, Flacco wasn't that bad. He was okay.
Brother,
He was mid.
how?
He was
The whole team
okay.
takes
I give you
man.
that's Baltimore's fault. That's Baltimore's fault why he got overpaid. They didn't pay him before.
He was the best quarterback in Ravens franchise.
They paid him after he won the Super Bowl. His market is up here. I'm stupid on the Ravens fault.
Y'all keep forgetting Donovan McNabb did play for Baltimore, right? So Donovan McNabb wasn't a better quarterback than Flacco.
Donovan McNabb was not a good quarterback.
Nah, you playing in Tennessee and taking him to the playoffs like he did? I can't.
Donovan never played for the Ravens. He played for the Skins.
Yeah.
Nah, Donovan was good, not great.
He was garbage. He could throw a 5 and out. He could barely throw a deep post.
I I'm sorry, the black quarterback who got killed with that female. I keep forgetting his name.
Steve McNair.
Steve McNair.
Steve McNair. I think he was a better quarterback than Flacco.
Yeah, I give you that.
Yeah, Steve McNair was better than Flacco.
Yeah. He's one of the best
I'm trying to
college
think of some
quarterbacks ever.
overrated.
Forget about him in college.
I can't think of no overrated players.
It's such a personal topic. That's why I was like,
Because a lot of people they hype a lot of players up. I want to say something. A player, I don't think he's overrated, but I think the media talk about him like he's one of the next ones. Justin
Josh
Herbert.
Allen.
Who?
Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. They talk about them like they like the next one up. I don't see it.
if Josh Allen don't do nothing, he's gonna be on that list.
Josh Allen is going to be one of those guys who put up good numbers. He's never going to win.
He's close.
That's what it looks like going.
Just like the quarterback for the Cowboys. He's the most overrated. He's overrated too.
Ooh. Well,
That
especially with that money, with that contract. Yeah, he
Come
is.
on.
That contract with that. Come on, son. You paying him all that money?
And he can't even win. He can't
Think
even
about
win the game.
you're right. You're right.
Dak is like he's overrated because the stars on his helmet. He's only talked about because the stars on his helmet.
Yes, we could say that. We could say that.
Who else was an overrated player?
But he always be a topic because it's inconsistency. Like he could go from looking top 5, top 10 to like the worst in the league week after week.
Man, to me, like I say,
The inconsistency is horrible.
He's horrible.
The inconsistency is horrible. Yeah, I agree with you. It's too inconsistent.
I'm trying to think. Who else was the overrated quarterback or overrated player in the NFL?
Well, I would say Dak is still in the top half of the league. He's top 15.
I can name like it's a lot of other quarterbacks that are better than him, and I don't know why he's ranked that high. He sucks.
Top 15? Yeah, he's top 15. He's middle of the pack. I put him in 15.
Top 15.
I can't name 15.
This season was so horrible after injury. He threw too many picks. Too many turnovers.
Who else was horrible? I don't agree with. What's your man's name? They running backs. He had a good season, but he's just. I'm saying the line.
Running backs are like dead position though. I mean, anybody's running back.
Yeah, running backs don't last long. Bro.
Eagles just proved that. They had like 4 or 5 running backs with touchdowns this year. Broke the record for most touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm gonna say unpopular opinion. You're a Cowboys fan. Zeke is overrated.
Who?
Zeke. I think Zeke is overrated.
Compared to his first 2 seasons, I would agree with you.
You have to go back to his first 2 seasons.
His value is not overrated, but his expectations are.
I think he's overrated. He's a good running back, but I think because he played for Dallas, he's in the talks. But
like I said, he's still the best running back, like pass blocker in the league as a running back. That's very important.
Yeah, I guess we give him brownie points for that. But that contract you're paying him. Nah,
that man sucks. I'm not.
He lost his burst. He lost his burst after his 3rd year.
Yeah.
When he went to Cabo, it was over. Y'all got anything else though before we close this out?
That's it.
I think that's it. No. We get back on the 80s versus 90s.
We'll continue that next week. We still got a lot to talk about when it comes to that.
The R&B, we gotta come back to the R&B. The 80s and 90s R&B is a good argument. That's a good argument.
We'll come back to R&B.
Like I told you, my 2 top R&B will be R. Kelly and Prince. Nobody's better than them.
Man, Mike gonna get no love. He wasn't doing it for 4 years.
I don't consider Michael Jackson as a R&B. I consider him a pop.
Even Young Mike, his first album was R&B. Off the Wall was R&B.
That's like I told you. Let me know when you have a female over your house and you put Michael Jackson on, see how she look at you. Ain't no way.
Don't have to worry about that. I'm a married man. Don't have to worry about that.
You play that pretty young thing. She started dancing, man. You play pretty young thing.
Yeah,
You play the
worry
thriller.
about
The thriller dance in the bedroom. I'm joking with
that. Maxwell. That's 90s though. You play that. Till the cows come down. Maxwell smooth. But nah, sign it off, man. It's your man, Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones. You gotta respect me and to the right of me.
It's your boy Tay, man. Have a sports talk saying, John.
you. Your boy Josh, I ever have a sports on saying Josh.
Man, tell the world who you are, man.
Who, you talking to me? Oh,
Yeah,
my bad. My
That man
bad.
going through the express line. He probably got like 50
Yeah.
items going through the express line for 10 items
yeah,
on.
man. Thank you for joining us.
Don't mind me,
Man.
man.
We
I'm
gotta
sorry.
hop back
My name.
on soon.
My bad,
I'm
man.
messing with you,
I'm
man.
trying to multitask. Mr. Smiles, like I said, I enjoyed the conversation. Aside from my co-host on there being a hater of being a bitch jock on Iron Man, but other than that, I will be back.
All right.
And we,
Peace.
all right.